finishing up doing the right thing in the classroom to make sure he gets that opportunity. But, Quay's such a hard worker and such a committed kid, and he truly loves the Grangers, and just proud to be his coach.
And the second one, Kavarius Perry.
Another veteran guy. KP's been starting around here for a long time. He's a 3-year starter. He's actually trimmed down to about 250, 260 this year, and just been able to move better. He's played a lot of guard for us and playing some tackle with some injuries. He's been able to step up and make in critical roles for us, but always does well. Coach Pleasance always grades him out really well on Sundays when we come in and talk, and just a super intelligent kid. I talk to him all the time and say, all right, when you run for president, you got my vote. He's just that kind of character and that kind of intelligence. And he's going to law. He's planning on going to law school and heading in that direction. So I'm super excited about him and what his future holds for him.
And finally, one of my favorites ever since he was a freshman, Thad Dixon. Loved watching him even as a freshman, and then got to see him play a little offense on Friday.
Yeah, one of the most talented guys we got on our team. He's a big man that moves like a agile skill guy. I mean, he's really explosive. We moved him around. We've been playing him at defensive tackle all year, and we knew the style of offense Hardaway ran. We needed to put him at some end, and he was able to dominate in that form, and he's such an athlete. He can do anything. We missed him. He was wide open on a 4th down late, and Tremez, young quarterback, just missed Thad wide open in the flat, and we knew he would be open, and people going to not think he's going to touch the ball, and he did a phenomenal job all night blocking, and really done a good job his entire career of being a true Granger and impacts play every Friday night. We don't have one, and most people don't have one that can block him. You even see some collisions from that big 5-star from Hardaway. It's going to Georgia, and Thad gets the better of it more than 50% of the time. So it's always good to see Thad out there competing. He brings that sledgehammer aspect to football that you need, that every team needs, and he's just a great kid. He's fun to be around, but a hard worker too.
Looking at tonight, Baldwin first fielded a football team in 1957, LaGrange more than 50 years before that. But this is their first ever meeting. What can you tell us about the Braves?
Well, Coach Hicks down there does a great job, and they've been a model of consistency. They've been in the playoffs, winning region championships, making deep runs, and Coach has done a good job. And they have some extremely talented kids. They got great skilled kids, great linemen. How you draw them up, they look physical. They're fast. They catch the ball. They throw the ball well. So we got our hands full, but we're excited for the opportunity, and we think we do a lot of those things the same way. And so we're looking forward to going down and being able to compete with those guys in a big-time game Friday night.
And how do the Grangers match up with them?
Well, we've got some really good players. We're excited about where we are as a program, and so we think we got a really good team. So we're excited about our matchup and looking forward to going out and competing in a playoff environment and competing at a high level.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Hi, friends. TOW here at Kia LaGrange. As our American tradition, it's a time for all of us to be grateful, thankful, and count our many blessings. Thank you to our staff and their families. A special thanks to all of our customers over the years. We value you and we appreciate you. May this holiday season be filled with peace, love, and joy. Happy Thanksgiving from all of our family to yours. At Kia LaGrange, we're always here to help. Thank you, and God bless America.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with all your home and auto insurance needs.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Hello, I'm Tommy Whitworth from the Medicine Cabinet. It's great to be back to playing high school football. And since we had football last year, we have added 2 old pharmacy friends, Steve Butts and Dennis Montgomery, to our wonderful staff. The 3 of us combined have over 100 plus years of experience. We look forward to taking care of you and your family here at the Medicine Cabinets, 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. And as my old friend from Wedowee, Harold Harmon, said, we have the keys in our pocket.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just a few minutes away from kickoff here, and had some exciting news in state football this week when they did the realignment of the regions and so forth. And I'm going to turn it over to Mickey Thrasher, and he's going to go over what is prospectively the region that LaGrange will be in next year.
Well, you use the word respectively because my understanding is there's a pretty good possibility that LaGrange may appeal, and those appeals will start on Monday. But right now, the way it's projected for Region 4 for the Grangers next year, those that will make up region competition, of course, will be LaGrange. And then you've got Fayette County, Hapeville. You'll have North Clayton, Riverdale, Stars Mill, Trinity Christian, of course, Troup County, and then Whitewater. So that is going to be one heck of a schedule.
That will be
have to go through.
I was talking to Coach Napier about it before the game tonight, and he said it's probably going to be the toughest region in the state in our classification. And he says I think we got 7 of these 8 teams are in the playoffs now, and got 3 that have won state championships in the last few years. So it's going to be a challenge if this holds up.
I was talking to Steve Figueroa at the Georgia High School Association. They met. This was after they had placed everybody in their respective classifications, and they met earlier this week. And Steve told me that for 9 hours, I think it was either Monday or Tuesday, they met hearing appeals. And I think there were 60 appeals that had been presented to them. A lot of those appeals were upheld. Mostly the private schools' appeals were denied. But he said he'd never seen it with that many, and probably with some type of a record as far as those appealing the classifications they were going into. And then the next day, on Wednesday or Thursday, is when they came out with who was going to be put in what classification. There's an appeal process to that. That will start Monday. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say LaGrange is probably going to make an appeal on that region, but where are you going?
That's the whole bugaboo about it. I mean, as it stands now, that will be, like you said, it's going to be a very competitive, and we will develop new relationships, new competitors, new rivalries, travel different. It will change the whole face of our future, and it may end up being the best thing that ever happened to us.
Well, I think travel-wise, I think it'll benefit you. I think you're going to save on gas.
Sure. Yeah, they're much closer. I mean, but getting toward the metro area and so forth, it'll be fine. But anyway, we're going to have to take a little break here. We're going to call this the Eagle Sports Network and be back with y'all for the opening coin toss and kickoff here in just a few minutes.
In LaGrange, high school football isn't just a game, it's a tradition. And tradition is what we're all about at Mike Patton Honda. We have a history of offering a great selection of new and used vehicles at prices to fit any budget. And we'll buy your vehicle, whether you buy from us or not.
Play to win, there's no feeling like the thrill of the deal. And it's yours every time when you drive to Mike Patton.
Get the deal of your life at Mike Patton Honda.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Life costs money. Sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm David Everett, your LaGrange Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 706-882-8131. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back again, this is Tommy Whitworth and Mickey Thrasher, and we're going to go over the starting lineups right now. Mickey has those, and he'll go over those for both sides.
All right, Tommy, appreciate it. Let's start with the LaGrange Grangers. Tonight we'll start up front, starting at center, a sophomore, 320, K2 Owens. And then you go to your two guards, right side, junior, 235, Jackson Dennis. Left side is going to be Kalijah Parks, 220 pounds. Your tackles, left side, Quay Thornton, a senior at 285. To your right side, senior 215 in the form of Kavarius Perry. Wide receivers tonight for LaGrange, Magic Johnson, a junior at 160. Kobe Jones, a senior at 160. And Tristan Smith, a senior at 170. You'll also have at times with a tight end checking in Christian Ector, a junior at 220. Your backfield, your quarterback, Tay Sneed, senior at 195. And at running back, A.J. Tucker, the H-back tonight when he comes in, Towson Parton, a junior, 205. This is how the Baldwin Braves will counter defensively tonight. They run out of a 4-3 scheme. Sometimes they'll fall into a 4-4. Well, they'll start it this way up front, starting with the two ends. Left side, Amari Knight, a senior, 195. Tyrekus Harrison's a sophomore. He's 220. A tackle to the right side, Gabriel Mitchell, and he is a senior at 240. You're in to that right side, a sophomore, 235, Omarion Fraley. Your linebacking core, when they hit the 4-3, you got a junior at 175 in the form of Casey Solomon. Middle backer, junior, 180, Elijah Cleveland, and a sophomore makes up the other back to the right side, the linebacker, Javier Foreman, I should say. Cornerbacks are secondary. Senior at 170s, Dexter Ricks. A safety is Kimon Elam, a senior at 180. You've got a senior at 185, Curtavious Hightower. And the corner, a sophomore at 170, Yari Calixte. And when you flip it over, and let's start on the offensive side of things for the team of Baldwin. Up front, the center is Keyshawn Smith, a senior, 240. Your two guards, right side, DeCorey Elam is a sophomore at 210. The left guard, a junior, 220. Jamarcus Todd, they got a tackle to the left side, a senior, 230. Terry Dumas to the right side is going to be German Simmons, a junior at 235. Wide receivers, Curtavious Hightower, a senior at 190. Also, Shatavius Hogan, a junior at 185. And Keeman Elam, a wideout, a senior at 200 pounds. Their quarterback, the guy didn't start the position, but he's now the quarterback, Solomon Burney. He'll have a running back, Jeremiah Scott, but the back to be concerned with tonight, where's number 5? His name, a sophomore, 180, is Michael Welch. And the Grangers defensively in the forefront, Javari Moss, an end, a junior, 185. The two tackles, Thad Dixon, a senior at 290. The other tackle, a junior, 190, at Towson Parton. The senior at 185 and in, Tyreek Karsten. Your linebacking core is a sophomore at 210, Parker Shattuck, a sophomore, J.D. McCutcheon at 170. Jalen Brown is a junior at 215, an inside backer, the other outside backer, 150 sophomore, Braden Karcher. And your secondary, your cornerback, Kobe Jones, a senior, 155, free safety, sophomore, 165, J.J. Johnson, and a senior, 175, Montavious Martin at number 4. That's how they will line it up tonight.
It looked like two good starting lineups, and we've got the coin toss going on out there now. We've got our captains out there: Tay Sneed, Quay Thornton, Kobe Jones, and Thad Dixon going to make the call. I guess we'll be called the visitors, so we'll probably call heads, which we usually do. And let's see if we defer or let's see who wins this coin toss. They're getting the instructions from the white hat down there. Got the Grangers are in there all white with blue numerals, blue helmets.
Different colored stockings.
Different color stockings. Yeah, we got different color stockings. And LaGrange won the toss. Let's see what they decide to do with this. We won, and we're going to defer till the second half. So we will go on defense to start with. And Baldwin is in the black jerseys, red numbers, and they're going to be hard for us to pick up tonight, Mickey.
Yeah, those numbers are going to be tough.
Yes, us old eyes don't see as well as we used to. But we're going to try to make it out the best we can. If not, we'll do a good job of guessing.
And when Baldwin receives this thing to start it, they're going to be moving from left to right. It's an artificial surface. Nice looking facility here in Milledgeville, Georgia, Baldwin County, Braves Field. Opening round of the state playoffs getting underway. And Tommy, a little different from what you guys were looking at last year. Last year at this time, you were at home to start the
That's correct.
And you won that opening round ball
That's right.
game.
Went to round number 2. Well, we're going to go to a quick break here from Eagle Sports Network, and we'll be back with the kickoff in just about a minute.
You want free checking? Colony Bank has free checking. Just like the name says, this is a free checking account available to all our customers. We make it easy here at Colony Bank. No monthly service charge, no minimum balance requirements. What could be better? Oh, how about a free gift when you open a new checking account? Consider it done. You can find Colony Bank at colonybank.com and at 101 Calumet Center Road in LaGrange. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Badcock Home Furniture and more at Lee's Crossing in LaGrange. Up to 50% off throughout the store during the Black Friday event going on now with no credit refused. Dishwasher starting at $4.99. Safe starting at $7.49. Hayes sofas for only $5.99. Franklin rocker recliners $4.99. And Franklin heat and massage rockers just $6.99. You can find all this and more at Badcock Home Furniture and more. Lee's Crossing in LaGrange and at Badcock.com.
You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza, but you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie. Bull Street, downtown LaGrange.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Just had the opening kickoff. Christian Seau kicked it off to about the 3-yard line. The back for Baldwin ran it back to about the 37-yard lines for the opening kickoff. And on the Todd Willis scoreboard, it's still 0-0 after just one play. Mickey, it looks like they've got good starting position on this drive.
That was Jeremiah Scott who took it on the far side, coming left to right, and brought this thing back up to the 38-yard line. Ball will be positioned right here on the near hash. Quarterback Solomon Burney for this bunch of the Braves, 840 yards passing on the season, 50 of 84. He's got 7 touchdowns. He's only thrown 1 pick. Again, he did not start the season as a starting quarterback. The original starter was Derek Lewis. So here they come to the line. They're going to go with slot receivers in each direction. The backfield is empty. And now they'll put slot motion left to right, and they're going to go with the jet sweep far side. Grangers, they got 5, 10, 15. They drove it down inside the Granger 45-yard line. That's going to be Keemon Elam, the senior at 200. He went slot motion right to left, got the corner, and he's moved it in a hurry down to the Granger 44-yard line. They're 1st and 10 there. Again, the backfield empty. Trip set comes near side. 2-step drop. A screen pass complete inside the 40, and they'll move it inside the 35 on that far side. Shatavius Hogan, the wide receiver to that far side with the completion. So in 2 plays, they're knocking on the door. We've just started this thing here in Baldwin, Georgia. Stop made by a backer. An inside backer got downfield. The sophomore J.T. McCutcheon. Again, the backfield empty. Trip set comes right, 2 wide left, 5 wide. Slot motion again, left to right. The jet sweep this time, near side. They work it to the 15. I'll make it to 20. Inside the 20 around the 18-yard line. And the running back is going to be Jeremiah Scott, who went from that slot motion from left to right.
Had Carter Lay in there making that tackle on there, and they're just taking advantage of our lack of containment on the outside.
Well, I'll tell you what, they moved it in a hurry. Again, an empty backfield. Two-step drop screen pass on the 20, and they'll drive it into 10. A flag came in on the 9-yard line.
It looks like they may have been a holding or blocking the back on.
Shatavius Hogan was the one who took that tunnel screen to this near side.
Braden Karcher brought him down over there. He got to almost the 10-yard line. Right at the 11-yard line is where the play stopped. But we'll see what the call is.
Yeah, still waiting on the officials to make the call on this thing. And it's going against the Braves. Let me say this. That's the only thing, Tommy, that has slowed them down so far.
That is the only thing so far that's slowed them down. It's going to be a spot of the foul, which will bring it back to the 23-yard line, and they'll retain first down, so it'll be first and about 16 from the 23-yard line.
Now Bernie's going to have running backs to each side of him. There's your snap, two-step drop. Pressure coming. We had him, and now he's going to dump it. That may be a grounding call. I'm looking for a flag. I don't see one. Did that ball get back to the line of scrimmage because he threw it in the pocket?
He just threw the flag right there. He had to check and see. The closest receiver was Braden Karcher out there, number 33, and I wish he'd have thrown up a little bit more. We could have picked six that one.
I think it was Bryston Huzzy is the one that I think came in putting the pressure.
Yeah, Bryston was putting big pressure on him.
And that's your call, Tommy, intentional grounding. And now they have backed up, so the flag now really have stymied these Baldwin Braves, and they'll put this thing back down just inside the 40, call it 39 and a half.
And the important thing about this, they lose a down on that too, so it's now a second down in a long way.
Yeah, they got to get a first down. They got to go about the 9-yard line. So the ball sits back on the 41. Pressure coming off the backside. There's that tunnel screen dropped on the 40. I'll make that the 38. They try to go to Jeremiah Scott, a quick screen slipping out of the backfield near side. But the pressure on this backside caused a quick throw and the ball dropped.
Got another flag out there today. Let's see what this is. Carter Lay was putting pressure on him, and even if he would have caught it, Towson Parton had a bullseye on the running back. It's going to be another call against Baldwin.
And they're going to be close. Now they're going to be almost back at midfield here. I'll hold it now. Let's see. Waiting for the indication. Still waiting. Nothing's been given so far.
And we may decline this penalty. Let's see.
They were second down and 32. Well, I don't know.
I think that was a illegal, not an illegal procedure, but illegal formation.
So a trip set goes far side. They've got one running back on the right hip of the quarterback, Solomon Burney. There's your snap. Burney, two-step drop. Pass is going to be incomplete. Inside 40.
Broken up by J.J. Johnson on that on good coverage. So it brings up a fourth down, Mickey. I tell you what, those three flags really bailed us out of this first drive.
That was Omari and Knight they were trying to get the ball to. So now you're looking at the fourth down and a punting situation. They had moved the thing down inside the 20-yard line of LaGrange, so they'll punt from their 46. LaGrange's deep man on the 9.
Kobe Jones is back to receive the punt.
High wobbly kick. Jones not going to come near it. And the ball's going to bounce, roll inside the 5. Now you tell me why Baldwin, did it die inside the 1? Because it looked like it was going to the end zone, but that ball dies inside the 1-yard line. Yeah. And LaGrange's looking at a
99-yard opportunity. That's all we can say. Saw Tay Sneed out there warming up today. Looked like he shook off a little bit of struggles he had with his back last week, and says he's 100% fresh.
Tristan Smith goes wide right. Kobe Jones is wide to this near side. We're starting inside the 1-yard line. LaGrange with it. Tay Sneed, the Shotgun quarterback, and lined up about 2.5 to 3 yards in his end zone. Running back position just to his left. Snap, we're going to try to run it, and we'll fail forward. We may have gotten 2. Went into the right side.
Looked like A.J. Tucker was the ball carrier on that number 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Tucker coming into the game, 656 yards rushing. He's carried it 90 times, 11 touchdowns. They got about 2.5 to 3, so Granger's Coach Matt Napier going to be looking at second down. Got to come out to about the 12 to get the first down. Wide receivers are one each way again. H-back's going to shift from right to left. And now motion goes left to right. We may try to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Can't do it. Got knocked down as we got to the corner as the ball went to A.J. Tucker trying to turn it to the far side. But just as he's got his shoulder squared, boom.
They hit him. He might have got 2 yards on that, so we got about third and about a long 5, short 6.
A free safety step up and made that stop. Cortavius Hightower, a senior at 185. Granger's third down. Got about 6. Ball sitting around the 5-yard line. That's the Granger's own 5. Trip set near side. Inside receiver goes motion left to right. Snead wants to keep it and run it. Got the first down. He's driving to the 15. Got to the 20. Chains are going to move. Tay Snead on the keeper into his near side. A safety. Keeman Elam had to make the stop.
Tay doing his usual elusiveness on that. You just could feel from the start that he was going to leave a couple of them on the ground as he juked past them.
Ball right there on the 20. We moved it out. LaGrange did from the half-yard line out to the 20. Wide receivers one each way. We're going to try to run in the middle again. Got to the 20, maybe the 21. That's Tucker again, A.J. Tucker, junior at 215.
Moving Thad Dixon in there now. Let's see what position he will come in. Number 99, our big senior. And I would hate to have him blocking me out there.
Kobe Jones checks in. He becomes a slot man and a receiving set to that far side. Granger's looking at the slot far side, nobody this side. Tay Snead, that H-back shifting left to right, and a flag comes down.
We had some motion.
Probably moving on. Looks like LaGrange is going to be backing up 5. And probably going to be looking at second down and 14 here.
Didn't get set before he snapped the ball on that, as we had one man in motion.
Now checking in is Christian Ector. And he will become, let's see, they're going to put him to that right side. I was just seeing which way he was going to be positioned. He will be the tight end to that right side. And trip set that direction. Tay Snead all alone in that backfield. There's motion. Well, actually at quarterback now. Yeah, Snead throws it, and the ball going to be almost picked off on a 45. That's going to be
Tristan Smith was on double coverage running a deep post route. Snead threw the ball about 50 yards on the fly, and it just a little underthrown.
He actually had a couple of defenders back there with him on their
double team
on their 45-yard line. So third and long. Granger's got to have 13 or 14. And the ball sitting here on the LaGrange about the 17-yard line. No score in it. 6:49 to play opening quarter. Baldwin drove deep in penalties, just turned them backwards. Slot motion goes right to left. There's your snap. We're in the pocket now. Snead going to take it. Pulls it wide open, but we couldn't get the ball to the 38-yard line to Magic Johnson, wide open on the 38.
Just threw it on the back shoulder side. It was a little too short, and Magic couldn't come back and do any magic on that one.
Would have had the first down and then some, but now Granger's have got to go into punt formation. And let's see, is that Shattuck? Yeah, Parker Shattuck, a sophomore, to punt from about his yard line. They got a deep man standing on their 42, Jeremiah Scott. No score. Kick short. Kind of knuckleball. It hit on our 40. It rolls to midfield. It rolls across it. There, let's see, LaGrange will touch it on the 49.5. Up Baldwin, nothing to give you on the scoreboard yet.
No, it was just a drive that started deep in our territory and got one first down and came close to getting a second one, but we hopefully made some adjustments on the defense on this side, and we can't depend on penalties to stop their drives.
Again, the winner of this one faces the winner of Mariston Cedar Shoals next week. So Baldwin, again, an empty backfield. 5 wides, 3 far side, 2 near side to move left to right. And we were going to send a blitz package up in there with linebackers. Did we break the plane? We did.
We did, and they're going to call us for encroachment, defensive encroachment on that.
Yeah, I want to say it looked like
it was Carter Lay and Braden Karcher and about 4 Rangers up in that into that neutral zone or whatever, the no return zone, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah, Denorian Reed, also one of them, I think, that came across. There's that full front. We almost bit again. Did we come across?
Towson Parton held up.
Yeah, he got back. So the empty backfield, the pass complete on the 42, there to the 30, 35, down around the 21 or 22-yard line. Keemon Elam.
Just a quick seam route that just opened up and missed a couple of tackles in there, and he was almost off to the races.
Braden Karcher, I believe, the linebacker, that finally brings him down. So they had a short field to work with, trying to take advantage of it. Speaking of the Baldwin Braves, let's see, the ball just inside the 20. They're moving left to right. No score to give you. Got 6:22 to play in the opening quarter. Opening round of the state playoffs here in Quad A in Baldwin County in Milledgeville.
Magic Johnson in for Montavious Martin on the left corner over here.
Well, I'm looking to see, did they call a timeout? Because, we got a flag.
Got another flag on it.
I didn't see the flag. So let's see which way we're going with this one. Because the officials are huddled up on the 18-yard line.
Probably going to offset with probably some jawing going on down there.
Well, they're taking their sweet time to make a decision on it, and I'll tell you that. Yeah, Baldwin got it to first offensive possession and took it and just shot it down the field, and then the penalties.
Just shot it right back.
Yeah, they said, well, we're going to take it away from you, and went back the opposite direction. Got close back to midfield before having to punt the thing away. Man, they're taking a lot of time with this thing.
Yeah, they let's see.
It's going to be offsetting. Tommy, you call that one. Yeah, offsetting penalties.
Yeah, we've got to find a way to keep containment on these guys and keep them from breaking these short plays that should be short and contained.
Well, the officials are still huddled up discussing things. And now one will make his way to the Baldwin side to talk to head coach Jesse Hicks.
I don't think Baldwin's just using a TV timeout. They're not telling us about it.
So I don't know how. I guess they're breaking down the penalty to Coach Hicks over there.
Probably going to do the same
now,
thing.
Yeah, now that official is going to run from north to south, coming to the near side, and he will have a discussion to take place with Coach Matt Napier on the nature of the flag. So.
Yeah, it could be. It may have been the telling which players were involved and what their warnings will be for them.
I can't. Going to have a new quarterback for Baldwin, Derek Lewis. Now, this is the guy that started the season at quarterback for the Braves. Now they're going to swap it back out. So they're going to take Lewis out now. They're going to bring Solomon Burney back in. So Burney, and for the most part, they've been going, Tommy, in an empty set in that backfield.
They have, and spread it out, and have been able to break our containment.
And these officials are now huddling again on the 20-yard line, or just inside of it. Now, this is where Baldwin will have the ball. It's going to be 1st and 10
at about the 19.
If the clouds will part on the field. Because I don't know what the problem is. They've already said offsetting penalties. But they just keep on hashing things over. I don't know if you picked that up from the stands or not.
Yeah, I want to do a replay on it.
Oh, my land's alive. And they are. Well, this one penalty now, we're biting on about, 4.5 minutes? Yeah, they may have to let both teams come out and warm up again.
Has our band gotten here yet?
I'm looking to see. I
was talking to Farrell at McDonald's, and they said that the bus had taken the wrong turn, and they were waiting on them. So maybe they now they're coming back to talk to Coach Napier, and thoroughly confuses us down here. So I wish we need to let's have a break here. Let's take it to the network, Eagle Sports Network. This is going to have a break from our sponsors.
Pryor Tire and Service Center, located on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, is a one-stop repair shop proudly serving customers in LaGrange, Roanoke, Greenville, West Point, and Noonan. Pryor Tire features nitrogen tire inflation, provides complete tire and brake service, installing lifts and accessories. At Pryor Tire and Service Center, we have earned a reputation for trustworthy service, quality products, and affordable rates. Pryor Tire Service, located on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, and on the web at pryortire.com. If it rolls, we've got it.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, we just had a play run, got everything again, offsetting penalties, and this time Baldwin tries to run that sweep with Keemon Elam going to the left side, but not much. Going to be second down and 8. They only got 2. LaGrange has had a player ejected, that being Montavious Martin out of the secondary. Trip set right side, 2 wide left. It's an empty backfield. Pass is going to be, I think we may have swatted that thing a little bit, but it's incomplete, and it's going to be 3rd and 8. Tyreek Karsten on in. I think Tommy's the one that got his hand up.
He tipped it a little bit, coming in there, putting the pressure on the quarterback. Now, this sophomore quarterback is a very tall, athletic-looking young man out there that is
Now he's going to go with a running back on his right hip. He drops back, but whistles come just as the ball is going to be snapped. This team, Baldwin, they drive and then they implode.
Yeah.
They just simply implode. The only way I know to say it. And let's see if this is going to be a mark-off or just...
Looked like a legal procedure on him, that's what.
Well, they're just putting the ball down. Nothing's been marked. I don't even know if... I didn't see a flag, so no, there's no flag, but there was a whistle.
I think they just had a stoppage of play or something.
So 3rd down and 8, and the ball's going to be sitting here around the 6.5, 7 yard. I'll make that the 16 or 17 yard line. No score, and 5:53 to play in the opening quarter. Motion left to right. They're going to run a swing pass this way, and down back on the 16-yard line.
Back on the 24-yard line.
24, you're right.
Yeah, that was a lateral, a backwards lateral, and the running back lost his footing and slid down on the 24-yard line. Probably about a 7 or 8 yard loss.
Jeremiah Scott, the running back who went in motion to this near side, and they threw back to him. It was a lateral pass, and he slipped, like you said, Tommy, on the 24. So it's 4th down. They need 13, speaking of Baldwin, and they're going to line up and go for it. Trip set, left side. Running back to the right. Quarterback in the pocket. Pressure coming. Threw it over the middle, and the ball going to be incomplete down around the 9-yard line.
J.J. Johnson came up with a big interception on that one, Mickey.
And the Grangers dodge another one. Defense steps up big. Good pressure.
Thad Dixon putting the pressure on that play with a couple of other Grangers.
So still no score, and Baldwin has played with this thing on the LaGrange side of the 50 for most of this quarter. But they've got nothing to show for it. 5:06 opening quarter. Grangers coming to the line. Tay Sneed at quarterback. Ball around the 23. Fakes the jet sweep. Rolling. Sneed going to keep it. Trying to run it. Can't. Got maybe the 25.
Yeah, this field position is a little bit better than the 1 yard line that he started off on the last drive. On the first drive, this is our second drive.
Ball goes to that far hash. They'll put it down on the, it just is over Granger's 25-yard line, call it 25.5. Second down, got to have 8. 8's back to the left side, slot near side. Going to try to run it up in there, and again, we can't. A.J. Tucker with the ball into his right side behind Jackson Dennis, a guard, and Kavarius Perry, a tackle that way.
Got about maybe 2 yards.
Possession down, 3rd and long. Got to have, this is a short 7 or a long 6, either way you want to look at it, according if you're an optimist or a pessimist. Trip side, near side. Or trip set near side. 1 wide right, got 1 running back in there. Tay Sneed in that shotgun. Looks now toward the direction of the Granger's sideline to get the play. Running back's on his left hip. Snap, he rolls this way. Sneed still rolling. Running, 30. Sneed misses, comes to the 35, 40, 45. Let's see, did he go out around the 46? Chains are going to move. We're getting close to midfield. Sneed with a good run near side.
He was running against to the left and was going to throw it. Nobody was open, so wisely tucked it and picked up about 20 yards on that.
The LaGrange tent is right here in front of us, so we couldn't really tell where he stepped out.
That's the only blind spot we got on this field, which is hopefully won't be much of an issue.
Slot far side, and we're going to try to run a jet sweep, trying to get it outside. Tucker got to the corner over there, bumped it head, maybe 2.5. No score, but the Grangers finally were up here to midfield. We haven't crossed that midfield mark yet, our second possession. Clock winds at 3:19. No score, nothing to give you there. And now the trip set coming near side this time. Running back is A.J. Tucker. He'll stand on the right hip of his quarterback Sneed in that shotgun. Got 1 receiver, also wide left, a wide right. Sneed try to throw a screen, and let me tell you, it's a good thing that thing wasn't complete because Magic Johnson didn't have a chance. He was going to lose almost 6 yards if he catches it.
Yeah, they were bearing right down on him. It was a backside screen that if we could have picked up, if he could have caught the ball, we most likely would have lost about 6 yards. And so it was fortunate that he didn't catch it.
So a long possession down again for the Grangers. Ball sitting here on the LaGrange 48-yard line. 3rd down, got to have 8. Sneed down, the whistle comes.
I think we had some motion.
And again, penalties really, really hurting both sides. You get a little something going, and then the flag comes. And let's see, they're going to mark 5 off, and we're going to go inside 45. It'll put the ball down now on the 42-43.
Make it 3rd and about 14 at this point.
Got to go down to the Baldwin 40, about the 43.5 to get this thing. Slot receivers are in each direction. .255. Sneed in the pocket, throws right side, way overthrew his intended target coming from right to left. Tristan Smith was dragging from that far wide receiver position, but overshot him down on the Baldwin 40. So 4th down and 13, and Granger's got to punt this thing again.
Parker Shattuck is going to kick from around the 30-yard line.
Their deep man is standing back around the 17-yard line. That is Jeremiah Scott. Parker Shattuck going to be kicking from around his 28.
Well, we're going to get 5 yards on that because they jumped offside.
Well, that'll move it forward, but we don't have a chance about maybe thinking about going for it. So
no,
we'll just move it forward. It'll become 4th down, and it'll be about 9 now.
If they do that 2 more times, we'll be all right.
Well, we can get them to bite you. There you go.
I got to be optimistic about this thing.
So Jeremiah Scott will drop back a little bit further. Let's see what kind of coverage the Grangers can get heading downfield. There's your mark off. And now they'll spot it on the 47.5 of LaGrange, just inside the far hash mark. Parker Shattuck will stand on his 33 to kick it. Snap. And he got it away. It's a low kick. Got some distance to it. They caught it around the 14. They're to the 20, 25, and finally we wrap them up on a 27-yard line. They'll be 1st and 10, Baldwin there. No score.
How much time left now? I can't see the clock.
2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the – and this has been a long opening.
It sure has. You know, and you know, I saw a couple of referees, they've thrown the flag so much they're not even putting it back in their pocket. They just hold it in their hand.
So here comes Baldwin with Solomon Burney, their quarterback. They, for the most part, they have stayed in this empty backfield. But right now he's going to have one running back and a wingman. He's got his H-back to the left side, at running back to his right hip. One wide receiver each side, at running back to his right hip is going to take the snap. Going to get maybe the 29-yard line, and that's going to be in the form of Jeremiah Scott going from right side to left side, turn to corner. But the Grangers defense that thing pretty well.
Held it. They contained well on that side. The whole side, the right side of our defensive line, turned it back inside and held it to a 2-yard gain.
So the Braves are going to look at 2nd down and 8. Ball sits on their 29-yard line.
Yeah, we got to hold them and make a 3 and out here so we can flip this field position.
They've had it twice, and each time they've moved it deep into LaGrange territory. Trip set near side. They want to run it again. Driving to the 31. Driving to the 35. They're driving out to around the 39. Man, I thought we had him contained at the line, Tommy.
He just broke right on through that first tackle over there, and extra effort got him about 5 extra yards. I think they're going to move this as it's going to be a 1st down.
Oh, yeah, he got it. Jeremiah Scott, the running back,
runs low center of gravity on it.
Put it on the 39, trip set. Here comes a screen to this near side, complete. They've got it to the 45, and we missed a tackle, and they drive it to around midfield. That's
they're going to have a holding on this on the wide receiver on that screen pass is what it looked like to me.
Keeman Elman, or Elam, is the one who caught the screen coming out of the backfield, but yeah, Tommy, you're right. This is dropped right in the vicinity of a holding call, and its flag is dropped from the 41, so it'll be marked off from there. Should be 1st and 14 when they set the ball down, if they go by where the flag sits on the 41, or it could be
1st and 18, I think. Let's see.
I'm in 1st and 18, yeah. Got my numbers all mixed up tonight, don't I?
Well, it might be 1st and 19. Who knows? We're going to see.
It's on the 31-yard line, so it's going to be 1st down and just about 18. 1st and 18, and the slot formation goes far side. Well, actually, that's a trip set to that far side, one wide near side. Again, Baldwin moves left to right, 3 front, I should say. Pass complete to the 36, but we make the hit on Keeman Elam right there as he caught it. It's going to be 2nd down, but he got about 5 or 6, and J.J. Johnson, I think that safety made that hit.
J.J. came up and made a good, clean, open field tackle to keep it from gaining anything.
Well, they got it. They're going to be 2nd down. Baldwin going to need 12 and a half. Ball sits here on their own 37-yard line, right between the hash marks. Time-wise, we've still got 1 minute 2 to play on what's been a very long opening quarter. Trip set that far side again. They run it in the middle, driving to the 40. And that's going to be Michael Welch, I think it was.
Brought down by Carter Lay there, who's been in on a lot tonight.
Got about 4, 3rd down, and they're going to need, that's about 8. That's a long 8. Sits on the 41-yard line. Solomon Burney shifts his running back from left to right. Stands flat-footed, throws complete to the 45, and I think they're going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down on the pass to Keemon Elam.
They're going to give him forward progress to the 47.
But it's going to be 4th down.
And about 3 yards to go.
And you would think a punting thing here. 2 linebackers, Parker Shattuck and J.D. McCutcheon, joined in to make that stop. So they will punt. Second time tonight they've done it. Shatavius Hogan is the punter, and Kobe Jones would be the deep man.
We're going to have a timeout, so we're going to have a break here for the Eagle Sports Network. Be back within a minute.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts and recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County and 32 years of pharmacy experience, I look forward to reacquainting myself with old Coley Drugs customers and to taking care of you and your family with all your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet with 3 locations in LaGrange, Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Remember, we still do custom compounding of prescriptions here at the Moody Bridge location, and I have the keys in my pocket.
Life costs money. Sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Okay, we back. First play of second quarter.
Shatavius Hogan, the punter, will stand around his 31-yard line. Kobe Jones deep for LaGrange will turn it left to right. No pressure, high kick, wobbly kick, and it will come down around the 28-yard line. It'll bounce against LaGrange and will die on the 22-yard line. No score. We've just started the second quarter.
The first quarter was brought to us by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika, and is a get ready to smile.
Again, the winner of this one advances, and in all probability, it was Marist. Everybody thinks, and they are strong. Listen, they're taking on the number 4 team out of Region 8. That's Cedar Shoals. Marist, the number 1 team out of Region 6. Winner of this one's got the winner of that one. Rangers to the line. We're in empty backfield. Tay Sneed puts slot motion left to right, and we're going to run the jet sweep. Got it up to the 30, 32, change move. We got 12 yards.
Good open field running there by A.J. Tucker.
It was the slot motion on that jet sweep from right to left. So a chunk of yardage comes the change move. 1st and 10 Grangers on the 30, about the 32 and a half, 33. Ball just shaded inside that far hash. Slot formation, there's slot motion again. And we're going to fake it. Sneed's going to keep it, tried to run it up into his right side and got popped on the line of scrimmage around the 34.
I believe if he had broke that to the outside, he could have picked up a whole lot more yard. He just made an inside read on there. Just got 2 texts from Michael Buchanan and Lee Richter that Callaway is beating Purple 7-0 after the first quarter.
Rangers back to the line, second down, need 10. Got nothing on that one. Sneed, H-back shifting right to left. Snap. Sneed, and a flag is going to come. It looked like we were trying to set, so I don't know if Sneed was going to try to run it to that far side. But we had A.J. Tucker who was sliding out. I think probably what Sneed was going to do was roll right, pull up, and throw back this near side to Tucker, who was coming to this near flat. But we back up 5 as we move again. So put the ball down. We're inside of 30. We're second down, 15. Thereabouts, maybe 16. Yeah, second and 15. Put the ball on the 32 and a half, 33-yard line. And Sneed drops straight back. Screen pass is going to be complete to Tucker. Tucker to the 35, got maybe the 36. A.J. Tucker on the screen back to him across the middle. Almost a bubble screen to him, Tommy.
Right, and he gained back about 10 of those yards, so it's going to be 3rd and about 7, I would say.
Well, Marion Knight, a senior in at 195, made the stop, so Here we are again, third down, need a short 8. Got it sitting on our own 36, no score. 10-17, that clock runs, that's in the half. Baldwin has played a lot on the LaGrange side of the 50. Slot in motion, or the motion wide out, goes left to right. Snead rolls, pressure, got away from it, drops it off, and the ball, I think, complete up on the 47-yard line to Marcus. I'll make that Magic Johnson.
Magic went in motion on that and then did a curl route to the outside, made a beautiful catch. And we were moving those chains. We picked up about 9 yards on that to move the chains.
Well, we're close to midfield again. We've been here. We knocked on this door a while ago. Let's see if we can cross midfield. Put the ball, the nose is just shy of our 47-yard line. On that far hash, trip set near side, one wide right. Snead with a running back behind him into the right side of. Snap. We're going to feed it in the middle. Tucker trying to drove to midfield. Tucker driving to their 46. Tucker driving to their 45. And a flag comes out. I don't know.
This may be either a hold or a face mask.
I was about to say that could be a face mask because you had that rugby stuff going on with that scrum trying to move Tucker forward after he got to their 45.
Got a danger down over here on the far side. And we're going to take a break here in Eagle Sports Network and be right back with you in just a minute.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm David Everett, your LaGrange Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 706-882-8131. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
WLAG AM LaGrange and W245AW LaGrange. LaGrange High School football is brought to you by Kia of LaGrange, The Medicine Cabinet, First Franklin Financial, Glenn Smith Automotive, Wellstar, and the Mallory Agency.
I don't know about the flag either. Okay. Hey, this time we're back here live at the they checking Granger down. Hadn't got the number of the player on the ground of us on the far side over there, and he's checking his knee out right now.
Well, we had
and a penalty too. I don't know what the penalty is. Do you know what
that's what I'm waiting to see, because that penalty came after the reception had been made, and the run had been made and moved the thing down around the 45-yard line.
Jackson Dennis, number 51, our right guard, is going to be look like he's favoring his left knee, and they're toting him off the field. Got Big Quay Huzzy over there pulling him off the field.
I don't think you're going to be seeing him back tonight. That's a junior 235. Been playing that position most of the season, if not all of it.
Yeah, he's had an injury earlier in the season, I think, on that same side, and it looks like he may have restrained it. They'll get him over here to the sideline, and
so we're still waiting to see what the call is going to be. The flag dropped. They're waving the flag off. So that's about a 7-yard run there. Tucker got it down. And finally, we move it to the Baldwin side of the 50. We've got it on their 46-yard line, and we are 9:47 to play in the half. No score. Snead at that quarterback, running back on his right hip. Got a slot formation to his near side, one wide right. They're in a 3 front. Snap. Snead on a run, rolls, looking to throw. Now going to drop it off. Had a man wide open down on the 34-yard line and just overthrew Magic Johnson.
Just went off his fingertips. He tried to stretch up here and catch that.
I mean, there was nobody near him, and that ball just over his head a tad too much. Gee whiz, man, you had a lot of yardage right there you're about to get. However, it's coming back. Even if he catches it, an eligible receiver downfield. We're going to back up. Neither team can have any success because of mental stuff. And now you're in week number 11, and you would think down the road that, you kind of start having those things ironed out. But here we are. Problems on both sides with flags.
It's really been amazing, and like I said, the referees don't even have time to put the flag back in their pocket.
And now we go back, and we go to the LaGrange side of the 50.
So it's going to be second and about 8 from this point.
Actually going to be second down, 8. There you go. Just shy of midfield. We're on our 49. No score, 9:38. Snead with receivers in the slot near side, one running back behind him. H back to the left. Snead, plenty of time. Throw is going to be complete on the 46 to Tristan Smith, that wide receiver, a senior at 170, and that should be enough to move those chains.
Got about 9 on that, Mickey.
He needed 8, and you're right, Tommy. He got 9 yards. Move those things. Move the chains. Put that ball down on the 41-yard line on that far hash. Granger's drive with a fresh set of downs. A.J. Tucker then running back to the right side of the shotgun quarterback. Tay Snead, ball on the far hash, moving left to right. Slot receivers each direction now for LaGrange. 4 front for Baldwin. Snead keeps it, going to run it, driving. Got the ball around the 36-yard line. That's almost 4, maybe, let's see, will they give him a full 4?
That was a quarterback keeper from the get-go.
And Gavin Davis, who's been everywhere tonight for this Baldwin bunch, makes a stop again. Got almost 5. We did. We got a little more than 5.
Oh, yeah. That was good extra effort there.
Ball on the 36.5, call it the 37. That's on the 37 of Baldwin. No score, but here comes LaGrange starting to knock here. Trying to make a threat. Snead on the snap. Going to give it to Tucker. Into his left side. Drove it inside the 35.
He's going to be close to a first down, maybe just a little short on this one.
Tucker came into this game with 656 rushing yards on 90 carries. Stop made by an end. Omari and Knight, a senior at 195. Third down, I think it's less than a yard. Ball on the 31, thereabouts. Far hash again. They're in that 4 front. Running back, almost a pistol formation. Snap. Going to feed it to Tucker. Tucker got met and then came off of it. I don't know if he got forward enough. He didn't quite have to get to the 30. I don't know where the progress is going to be made. This is going to be close, Tommy. Going to be close.
It's going to be close, but we're in 4-down territory. I think if we're short, we'll go for it. I think we're going to – let's see if they're going to call a measurement on this.
He hit a wall when he hit the line of scrimmage, right there in the middle. Behind his,
he was able to fall forward just a little bit, which may have got us the.
Yeah, he went right behind his center, KT Owens. I don't know who they put in as the guard in a substitution for Dennis when he got injured a moment ago.
Let's check that out and see who we got out there, what new number we got out there.
But the ball is on to 31. I think you've got to go a little bit further to get it. They stretch the chains, chains. We're looking at it. They're looking at it. And yes. Move them one more time.
As they say, just a little gnat's hair on that one.
If you deflate that ball, you don't get it.
That's true. If you turn it sideways, you sure don't get it.
On the 31, Granger's with the ball driving now. Fresh set of downs. 7:38, nothing to give you on the scoreboard. No score. And we're going to come up. Snead at that quarterback and his running back. Almost a pistol. It is a pistol set right behind him. A.J. Tucker snap, 2-step drop. Flag comes again by Lands alive. Another false start. And we're going to back up. We're going to be 1st and 15. Gee whiz, this has got to stop.
Just getting a little anxious on there and not being disciplined is going to hurt you every time.
Put it down on the 36. 1st and 15, Grangers. And from indications it looks like, it's going to be an empty backfield. Trip set comes near side. Far hash, they're in that 4 front again. Snead all alone in his shotgun formation. Motion goes Tucker, fakes to him. Snead rolls right. Plenty of time. Tucks runs, got to the 30. Got knocked forward down around the 27-yard line. And let's see, we got the 5. We were penalized 5, and we got about 7 or 8 of it back. Tyrekus Harrison, a sophomore tackle at 220, makes the stop. And now, Tommy, 2nd down, less than 5, a short 5.
Yeah, Tay Snead picked up almost 10 yards on that scamper. And his elusiveness is still very much fun.
And the Grangers just keep knocking. Can we get to the door and cross the threshold. Slot set left side. Snead takes the snap, going to hand it in. Tucker driving the whole 15. He went down on the 14-yard line. Move the chains again. Move them again.
Okay, touchdown saving tackle by number 7, Dexter Ricks. Looks like we got a Baldwin player down on this.
Tucker went right behind the center, KT Owens, and just chewed up a chunk of yardage to get a first down.
We're going to take an Eagle Sports Network break right here while they tend to the injured Baldwin player.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC in Opelika is happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we're honored to lend our support. We're in a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. Now in our 29th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Resetting your password. Unsubscribing emails, printing anything. There are simple things, sometimes so complicated. Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, a lot's happened since we've been away. We came to the line, threw a pass to the end zone, trying to hit Tristan Smith, but pass interference called on Baldwin, and now the ball is moved down around the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. Granger's on the 15 after the pass interference in the end zone.
Well, and it looked like he had an interception after the.
Well, he did intercept it, but the guy who intercepted it had the interference called on him. And now they're moving this thing forward a little bit more. They picked that thing up, and now we're inside the 10. Granger's knocking. We're on to 7. On the near hash, moving left to right. Going to go in a pistol formation. Tay Snead has got A.J. Tucker right behind him. Slot formation left side. Surely you're not thinking about throwing the thing.
We can get a first down.
Got an H-back, Parker Shattuck, lying to the left side behind his tackle there. And we're taking some time. We got one player coming to the sideline. I don't know what this is all about, but a little like KT Owens, the center, came to the sideline. And
we're going to call timeout. So let's take an Eagle Sports Break Network right here on the Granger timeout.
You want free checking? Colony Bank has free checking. Just like the name says, this is a free checking account available to all our customers. We make it easy here at Colony Bank. No monthly service charge, no minimum balance requirements. What could be better? Oh, how about a free gift? When you open a new checking account, consider it done. You can find Colony Bank at colonybank.com and at 101 Calumet Center Road in LaGrange. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In LaGrange, high school football isn't just a game, it's a tradition. And tradition is what we're all about at Mike Patton Auto. We have a history of offering a great selection of new and used vehicles at prices to fit any budget. And we'll buy your vehicle, whether you buy from us or not.
Play to win, there's no feeling like the thrill of the deal. And it's yours every time when you drive to Mike Patton.
Get the deal of your life at Mike Patton Auto.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Mickey, we can get a first down or we can get a touchdown. First down on the 5, touchdown, 7 yards away.
Well, we got the ball sitting on the 7 of Baldwin. Slot formation left. You're in a pistol formation. Tay Snead with Tucker behind him in that pistol. First down, you only need about 1.5 yards or 2 to get the first down. Ball sits on the Baldwin 7. We go on the center. And going to give it to the tailback. We're driving around the yard line. We didn't break the plane, but we got goal to go around the 1. Oh, my land's alive.
You moved Quay Thornton over to center at that time and went under.
Yeah, it was A.J. Tucker who just drove it right behind center again, and now the chains move, Tommy, and looking to put the first points on the board. Clock runs at 5:31 and a half. No score, but here comes LaGrange knocking. Slot goes left side on a forehand. This time the running back on the left hip of Tay Sneed. That's A.J. Tucker. Here comes the snap to Sneed. And going to fake it. Going to go left side to the corner. Did we get there? We may have stepped. Touchdown! 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 Sneed just got to the corner pylon and was able to stretch the ball across it. And LaGrange throws the first 6 up of the night.
And no flags. he just kind of slid around there. We got a Baldwin County Brave down over here on the near side. And so we're going to take a break while the Eagle Sports break while we tend to this player.
State Farm, this is Bill.
It finally got me, Bill.
What's that, Rick?
The Clark Street crater, the mother of all potholes.
Ooh.
Year after rim-wrecking year, it's tormented the people of this town. It got me good.
But you know, State Farm's got you too.
You hear that? You ain't nothing.
You trash talking a pothole?
Yes, I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange. Badcock Home Furniture and more at Lee's Crossing in LaGrange. Up to 50% off throughout the store during the Black Friday event going on now with no credit refused. Dishwasher starting at $4.99. Safe starting at $7.49. Hayes sofas for only $5.99. Franklin rocker recliners, $4.99. And Franklin heat and massage rockers, just $6.99. You can find all this and more at Badcock Home Furniture and more. Lee's Crossing in LaGrange and at Badcock.com.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, we're back here at the field. It's still attending to the injured Baldwin Brave, and Mickey's going to give us an update or give us a rehash of the touchdown.
Well, we just Grangers just shot this thing 78 yards. That 78-yard touchdown drive did in 17 plays. A 2-yard run by the quarterback, Tay Sneed, on that far side. It looked like he was going to go out about the half-yard line, but he was just able to stick that ball across and on that corner pylon on the far side, and it broke the plane, and he was able to get 6 up. So a 78-yard touchdown drive in 17 plays with Sneed capping it off on that 2-yard run.
If you add in all the penalties, it was about a 110-yard drive, wasn't it?
There you go. I want to thank Jay Strange for the stats tonight. I spotted tonight a couple of guys I brought over from Thomaston, Georgia. Got Todd Davis behind me, spotting on my board. So I want to thank those guys for coming over, helping us out, Tommy, if you don't mind.
They're doing a great job.
The injured player defensively is Omarion Fraley, a sophomore, 235, and I don't think you're going to see him again tonight.
He's limping off on the side over there with some assistance.
So we got an extra point attempt that's pending here. And let's see, is that going to be Micah Prophet? Either one that normally does.
He 39.
And Prophet will come in to do the kicking. He is a senior. But that 78-yard drive by the Grangers. And remember, Baldwin, the first 2 possessions, just camped out on the LaGrange side of the 50, but could get nothing out of it. Ball down, kick up, and watch it now. It's no good. It hit the right upright, I think. But now you got to keep your eye on that.
Yeah, so we're going to see if that comes back to haunt us. He didn't get the snap down quite good, and we're going to have a break here and go back to the Eagle Nest Network.
Friar Tire and Service Center, located on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, is where you will hear, if it rolls, we've got it. Well, here is why. Friar Tire has Aurora, B.F. Goodrich, Brigstone, Continental, Cooper, Dean, Dunlop, Firestone, General, Goodyear, and Hankook, and more. Yes, more. That is why when you hear, if it rolls, we've got it, they really do have it. Friar Tire Service, located on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, and on the web at friartire.com. If it rolls, we've got it.
At Glenn Smith in Opelika, we love this time of the year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And we're going to kick it off. Christian Seha going to kick it near side. They're up man to this near side, going to grab it around the 12, and the Grangers are going to knock him down right around the 21-yard line. That's going to be Jonathan Keys, the guy who got down to make the stop for the Grangers.
And Jonathan Keys and Zach Thompson both were down there. And Jonathan Keys is a freshman. We're going to hear his name a lot in the next 3 years.
4:59 to play in the half, 6-0 LaGrange. Man, we missed the extra point down there just a minute ago. And we're just hoping that, you don't look back on that as we progress through this night in Milledgeville, Georgia, Baldwin County High School, Braves Field, 6-0 LaGrange. Baldwin with the ball, moving right to left, set near side, one wide right, running back on the left hip of the quarterback. They're going to try to run it. There's a hole. They're driving up to the 30, 31, 32-yard line. That's going to be Michael Welch, a sophomore back. He came into it, 909 yards, 120 carries, a linebacker, J.D. McCutcheon. But they moved to change, Tommy, in a hurry.
They certainly do.
Tripp set near side, same alignment. They're going to feed it to him again. Had him in the backfield, and now we will grab him and bring him down maybe a yard behind the line. Michael Welch couldn't get to the corner, and Tyreek Karsten I think the one that crashed in and made the stop.
And Brazen Huzzy was also in on that.
And so now second down, and they'll need about 10 and a fraction. Ball just over the 30 on the Baldwin 31. Far hash, the alignment stays the same, moving right to left. Gonna feed it to that back again, and the Grangers stack it up right there in the line. They may have gotten a yard. Welch into his right side. Towsum, Parton, and Tyreek Karsten, the in and tackle to that side respectively, crashing down on it. And Tommy, 3rd and long. They got to have a long 9. Ball under 31, 32. Quarterback Bernie with a running back on his left hip. Tripp set near side, snap, dropping straight back. Bernie looks, Bernie throws, and incomplete on the 42-yard line. Underthrew a target who was coming to this near side, trying to hook up with a wideout in Michael Welch.
Parker Shattuck had it covered, and if the ball would have been thrown correctly, Parker Shattuck would have picked it and ran for 6 yards.
You are exactly right. And now Kobe Jones is going to drop back deep for the Grangers, stands around his 34. Their punter was standing around the 16-yard line. That punter is in the form of Shatavius Hogan. Kobe Jones now moves up to his
Kobe's
42.
due for a return.
A kick it from the far hash. We're coming in. Bad snap. It's on the ground. They're going to run it, and he may get a first down. A bad snap there to midfield. There to the 45 of LaGrange to the 40. LaGrange had an opportunity, Tommy, to get in that backfield, and we did, but the ball was on the ground. The kicker picks the thing up, and Shatavius Hogan was able to get to this corner where there was nobody out here because we all rushed in trying to get the ball on the ground to block a punt, and with nobody out here, he brings it down to the LaGrange 40.
Once he broke that containment, everybody was trying to get the ball. If we would have held a couple of people on the outside, then we could have contained him. He just had a free run for about 35, 40 yards.
For a freak play, and they move it to the 40. Tripp set right. They're going to feed it to that back again, and the Grangers got him stood up.
Yep.
It's going to be Welch again.
Bryson Huzzy came in, made a good stop on that.
And they only got, give him a yard. They just got it inside the LaGrange 40. Again, they were punting. It was a bad snap. The ball was on the ground. Grangers had 5 or 6 all over it, and that punter was able to pick it up, Shatavius Hogan, and came to this near side, and there wasn't a Granger anywhere. He got the corner and he worked it here to the Granger 40. We're now at 2nd down and 9. Snap. And they're going to roll right with that quarterback. Bernie throws in the ball, almost picked off around the 38-yard line. And let me tell you, Braden Karcher almost had it, and he was going to be down that far sideline.
There is a penalty out there. I don't know if it was a illegal man downfield for, yes, it looks like it was an illegal lineman downfield on that play.
But that linebacker out there, that outside backer, Braden Karcher, a sophomore.
Almost had a good pick.
Oh, man, and there's no telling how far down that far sideline he was going to go with it.
I think we're going to probably decline that penalty.
I don't know. I might hang a question mark on that decision. You could have had him at 3rd down and about 14 or 2nd down and 14. Well, of course, now you're looking at a possession down, a 3rd down and 9. This Granger defense has really bowed up here. Derek Lewis is your quarterback. He rolls right, pressure comes, he throws, and the ball incomplete on the 29-yard line.
Pressure caused that ball to go to fly errantly away, and Magic Johnson had good coverage. Rangers had good pressure on the quarterback. It's 4th down. Let's see if they go for it here or if they punt it.
Well, I can't see them down by 6, giving LaGrange the possibility of having this kind of field position if they don't convert. And yeah, they're going for it. 4th down, they need a long 9. They're just shaded inside the Granger 40. Dropping straight back, hanging it across the middle. Intercepted on the 20-yard line. We're to the 30. 35, we're across the 40, 41, 42-yard line. Braden Karcher, that linebacker, dropped back and picked that thing off and returns it near side. A flag comes in, but that's not going to matter. We will retain possession of this football on the pick by Karcher. He almost had one on the far side a few moments ago.
That will be either a sideline warning or excessive celebration. Let's see what's coming up.
Grangers will have the ball regardless. Yeah, I'm not going to say there's a good penalty and a bad penalty, but that's a pretty good penalty right there. Yeah. And the reason I say it because you got the pick, you keep the ball. And they went for it on 4th and 9, and Karcher just picked that thing off. He almost had one on that far side a minute ago. Yeah. And the Grangers are going to be 1st and 10. We're up here close to midfield. We'll put it on our own 48-yard line near hash, and those touches it there. Slot formation far side. They're in a 3 front now. Snap, Sneed feeds to Tucker. Tucker driving to midfield. Tucker still driving. Got it around the 47, 46-yard line of this team of Baldwin.
It was Elijah Cleveland on that last tackle for Baldwin.
That linebacker. Now let's see the Grangers 2nd down. That tent kind of blocking my view. I think we're 2nd down. We need 6. Slot near side. Empty backfield. Slot motion Tucker. Fakes to him. Sneed drives. And Sneed grab, pull down back on the 40, about the 42-yard line.
Backside containment broke down, and
Curtavious Hightower, the free safety, picked the ball up, but they said we were down. He was running.
It was going to make it 3rd and long from there. A good 16 yards from that point.
Well, we're beneath the minute, Tommy, in the half, and it runs at 54 seconds. And now let's say they have stopped it momentarily. The ball is going to be sitting for LaGrange on their own 42-yard line. And let's see if has time been called here. Did they call you?
I would think that they had called timeout, and I think Baldwin called timeout on that. I can't see. Let's go to the Eagle Sports Network for a break.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one, so you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
The world has changed, but your desire to live your healthiest life has not. From temperature checks to extra deep cleaning, your health and safety when you visit our offices, health parks, and hospitals remains our top priority. Our primary care and specialty medical experts are ready to see you through any health concern you may have. We are here for Georgia, and we are here for you. WellStar, more than healthcare, people care.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
So LaGrange is going to be coming to the line on their own 42-yard line, third down, and we're going to need about 14, maybe 15 there. 56 seconds in the half. Grangers lead it 6-0. Trip set far side, forefront here for the bunch of Baldwin. Snap, dropping back Sneed, plenty of time, plums up in the pocket, deep, long pass is going to be intercepted down around the 15-yard line, trying to bring it around, turn around, they're to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and knocked down hard. Ball came out. LaGrange may have gotten a loose ball at midfield. It came out. Somebody knocked the stuffings. A.J. Tucker is the one who recovered the ball. A.J. Tucker gets the loose ball at midfield. It goes back to LaGrange.
And they literally knocked the stuffings out of that receiver. So they're having we got 38 seconds left in the half, and we're going to take another break here while they tend to the injured Baldwin Brave.
Hello, I'm Tommy Whitworth from the Medicine Cabinet. It's great to be back to playing high school football. And since we had football last year, we have added two old pharmacy friends, Steve Butts and Dennis Montgomery, to our wonderful staff. The three of us combined have over 100-plus years of experience. We look forward to taking care of you and your family here at the Medicine Cabinet's 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. And as my old friend from Wedowee, Harold Harmon, said, we have the keys in our pocket.
Hi, friends. TLW here at Kia LaGrange. As our American tradition, it's a time for all of us to be grateful, thankful, and count our many blessings. Thank you to our staff and their families. A special thanks to all of our customers over the years. We value you and we appreciate you. May this holiday season be filled with peace, love, and joy. Happy Thanksgiving from all of our family to yours. At Kia LaGrange, we're always here to help. Thank you, and God bless America.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Magic Johnson, the one that recovered that ball. It was A.J. Tucker who made the hit on the guy who intercepted Keeman Elam, and Tucker just knocked him upside down and fumbled the ball, and we get the ball back, and so here we come trying to go with Tucker come near side, got back about the line of scrimmage trying to hit his near side.
But let's see, that's another timeout, this time on LaGrange.
So we've got 30 seconds to play in the half. LaGrange leads it 6-0.
We'll keep it right here until it's half, so let's just see how this thing goes.
Well, here's the kind of recap, Tommy, what happened the moment that we threw that interception down there and the kid was bringing it back. That was Keeman Elam coming back as safety. And by the time he got to midfield, A.J. Tucker just lowered the boom on top of him, and the ball was recovered by the Magic Johnson. But, I mean, let me tell you something. A.J. Tucker, when he hit him, I mean, you could feel it and hear it up here in the press box.
It hurt me, man. It took the wind out of my breath, but it certainly took the wind out of Elam.
Well, it didn't just take the wind out of him. It took the ball away from him as well.
And it was just a bang-bang play. You know, when we first threw that interception, I said, well, you know, that's about like a good punt right there. But and then he scared us for a minute because he got a little wedge coming up the middle and thought he was going to make a long play out of it.
But you know what's been so great about this in the first half? If you remember Baldwin, remember how they started and really for almost the first quarter just camped out on the LaGrange side of the 50. But this game has just swung. That pendulum has just swung the other way.
The momentum is back in LaGrange's favor at this moment in time. We get the ball on the first half.
And we got a half a minute to play in the half. 6-0. Ball sits here on the 49 or on 49. And we're in trouble behind the line. And now Sneed going to take it and run it to the 40. And going to go down around the 36. Chains are going to move. He got about 13 yards right there.
Holding that ball very precariously, but he was able to retain possession of it.
Can LaGrange do something with not a lot of time? 21 seconds on that clock. And we got the ball sitting here around the 37-yard line. The ball right between the two hashes. Here comes your snap to Sneed. Plenty of time. Swings it right side, complete to the 29. We're to the 25. Out of bounds on the reception by Kobe Jones. Kobe Jones. And he got out of bounds. And we've got 4 seconds on the stadium clock. In the half, leading 6-0. We try to reach for 3, or would we gamble here?
I think that we're going to go in there and try to kick it in. I think Michael Prophet will probably come in there and try to put this ball. Or no, Christian Seahawks coming in.
And we're going to try to reach for 3 to extend the lead to 9. This is going to be about a 32-yard attempt on this near hash. Left-footed kicker. Ball down, kick up. It's long enough. It's long enough. It's good. It's good. It's good. Time has expired. And LaGrange taking advantage of that turnover after an interception by Baldwin and go down and they get a 27-yard field goal. And the Grangers are going to take a lead into the half at 9-0.
Oh, so the quarter ended up for the Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Let's get ready to keep on smiling. And we're going to take this to the station for the Eagle Sports Network, and we'll be for the halftime show here in just a minute.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Life costs money. Sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Granger fans, we had a very exciting first half way over here in Milledgeville, and everything was bouncing our way at the end of the second quarter, where it was not bouncing in the start of the first quarter.
Yeah, Tommy, like you said, Baldwin first quarter, first 2 possessions. I mean, the first possession, they drove that thing deep. Down inside the 20 on LaGrange and got turned away. We actually wound up on penalties coming back close to midfield and had to punt. And then they were able to get it back down there again. And then penalties come again, a flurry of them, and backed them up one more time. And then you could see LaGrange progressively beginning to get better on both sides of the football.
Yeah, getting the momentum back and got the adjustments made. Got containment. We lacked the containment on the first 2 drives. They were pretty much having their way with going around the ends, and then we started turning them back. Really, the only excitement that Baldwin had in the second quarter is when they almost had a punt block from a bad snap, and just an over-aggressive play from our punt return team allowed them the heads-up play by the punter, who did not panic. He picked that ball up and saw he had some room to run, and he ran that thing 35, 40 yards to get him a first down.
So they get the ball, run it down here to the Granger 40, and you can't say anything to your punt coverage team because they did everything right.
They did everything, and he just outsmarted them by being able to get the ball.
because everybody had converged on the bad snap, and when it happened, there was no containment out on this near side, and that punter was able to scoop the ball up, and Shatavius Hogan came to the corner and had all this real estate, and it died on him on the 40-yard line, but then the pick, and actually almost had that thing picked off from him twice, and a great job by LaGrange.
Braden Karcher.
Yeah.
He had another pick about 5 minutes before that and made good on the second one, though, and set up the field goal to go ahead.
But I tell you what, Todd Davis just pointed out, the guy spotting for us tonight, the guy that's playing both sides of the ball right now, playing a heck of a ball game, Magic Johnson, number 3 for LaGrange.
He's got plays with a lot of heart, and it's been fun to watch, and always smiling, and is an integral part of this team. Magic and Kobe Jones made a great play down there toward the end of the first half. They've been pretty much double teaming Tristan Smith all night, and A.J. Tucker started back running with authority on there, and so it was a much better offensive showing second quarter.
And listen, being so opportunistic, speaking of LaGrange, the interception starting to drive, time starting to wane on us, threw the ball, they pick it off deep on their end of the field, speaking of Baldwin, and then they return the thing. And it looks like they were going to be set up about the 50, but A.J. Tucker, about the time they got around midfield, A.J. Tucker went from a running back to a defender, and he just exploded on the guy who picked the ball off. And then as it laid there on the ground, Magic Johnson just smothered it, and then taking advantage of that, able to throw it, get it down the field. And that field goal just a moment ago from the foot of Christian Seha, giving the Grangers that lead of 9-0. What was it, about 32, 33
32 yards? Would have been good from about 47 or 50 yards, I believe, because he kicked it well through the uprights there. And I was looking at A.J. Tucker, and I thought, man, we need to put him in there linebacker a couple times or something. I was impressed.
Not only, and the good thing about it, all that momentum you just took to the locker room, well, you're coming back out and you're getting the ball to start the second half.
Yes. And if we can keep the momentum and keep the field of possession, we're going to get some updates on some scores here in just a second.
Well, the main one that you want to keep up with right now is the winner of this one, where they got to go next week. And I can tell you now, it's going to be Marist, because we got a score in. Marist, the Eagles, the Marist War Eagles, they have jumped convincingly out on top of Cedar Shows, the Jaguars. It's a 21-0 ball game. And listen, that was right there toward the end of the opening quarter. So
right. So got an update at halftime. I think Callaway's up 21-0 over Pepperell at this moment in time. And let's see. I think Michael sent me a post. And let's see what we got.
Well, let me say this while you're looking for that. I noticed Georgia High School Football Daily today, they had LaGrange as a 19-point underdog coming into this ball game.
LaGrange is a 19-point underdog.
Coming into this game, they were a 19-point underdog.
Got a correction on the Callaway score. It's 21-8 at halftime. 21-8 at halftime.
But right here at halftime, 9-0. LaGrange with the lead, working on a shutout on Baldwin.
Well, Lee Richter says that you are a clone of Larry Munson.
That's not intentional, I promise you.
Well, you got to know Coach Lee Richter, a legend in his own time, which he's still waiting for that time to come, but we appreciate Lee. He's one of the most avid.
Well, I'm going to take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment. It really is.
One other score. This is from a different classification, going down to AAA. Burke County is leading Mary Persons by a score of 35-7. Now, Mary Persons, a team I'm familiar with,
right?
Having
Forsyth, Georgia,
and of course Upson Lee from that particular reason. Mary Persons in the playoffs, having to make that road trip. Coach Brian Nelson's bunch.
Well, we got the Granger band out there playing right now. They have arrived on the scene in their full band uniform and doing well. Good gracious, the Perry Panthers are beating Hardaway 21-6 in the second quarter. There, and looks like Perry is taking Hardaway to the cleaners in the first half.
Yeah, and of course it was LaGrange that did Hardaway in last week, and Perry did in this Baldwin team last week. And here you go, Carver, Columbus. Now here's one that's going to concern the number one seed right now of this region that LaGrange is in. Carver right now is down very early. I don't know how early it is, but West Lawrence has got Carver 7-6 right now. I don't know what juncture of the game that thing's in, but West Lawrence 7-6. Maybe. So just a few scores here from Baldwin County in Milledgeville, and again 9-0. LaGrange with this lead. Coach Matt Napier in his second year. Is it his second year?
Second year. And,
went to the playoffs last year, back again this year. Things starting to turn positively for LaGrange.
Really and just got a great attitude amongst kids. I took some BioLite over to the field today. Over to the kids today to get them hydrated before the game. And about 6 of the Granger players were out there, and every one of them said, "God is great. God is great." That's so good to hear that. And just all of them are just.
And Tommy, this is something you can touch on. And of course, I've got a son on the coaching staff here at LaGrange, Ben Thrasher, and he told me, and he is so excited to be at LaGrange. This is his third year there. So excited to be there. But he told me that with the support from the administration, from everything going on there, the new facilities. When you talk about the indoor facility, how the numbers just really increased.
We got over 100 players.
Bringing the interest in, and when you've got that kind of support from your administration, kids want to play for them.
I tell you what, we've got an excellent principal in Alton White, and also a great athletic director,
Coach
Mike Pauly. And all the support staff, got a lot of coaches that I've been very good friends with for years that have come back and are coaching now. Coach Crocker, Coach Pleasance, Coach Huzzy, just great people.
What I can relate to in my playing days at R.E. Lee, when Coach Jim Cavan and Coach Honeycutt were good friends. And, of course, R.E. Lee didn't fare very well at times with LaGrange. But that was my introduction to LaGrange football when Coach Honey was there and playing against. The first time we actually beat them was in 1970, my sophomore year in high school, and it was our first undefeated team when we went 10-0, but we lost in the playoffs to Dalton High School.
Wow, that's been a day ago. We're going to take a little break in and take it back to the studios to our War Eagle Eagle Nest Network.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm David Everett, your LaGrange Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 706-882-8131. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
In LaGrange, high school football isn't just a game, it's a tradition. And tradition is what we're all about at Mike Patton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have a history of offering a great selection of new and used vehicles at prices to fit any budget. And we'll buy your vehicle, whether you buy from us or not.
Play to win, there's no feeling like the thrill of the deal. And it's yours every time when you drive. Mike Patton.
Get the deal of your life at Mike Patton Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
You want free checking? Colony Bank has free checking. Just like the name says, this is a free checking account available to all our customers. We make it easy here at Colony Bank. No monthly service charge, no minimum balance requirements. What could be better? Oh, how about a free gift when you open a new checking account? Consider it done. You can find Colony Bank at colonybank.com and at 101 Calumet Center Road in LaGrange. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, Getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Okay, we're back here, and now the Baldwin band is out there playing after a great performance from the LaGrange band. Much smaller band, and really looking at the sideline, I think we brought a lot more players 2.5 hours over to Milledgeville than than Baldwin brought it. Wouldn't you say that, Mickey?
I'd definitely say, yeah, that's an affirmative on my end of things. Someone has sent me a question here. I don't know who it is. I just got a text message on my phone. I was talking about the way everything is going to be realigned, regionally next year. The next 2 years, you're going to have the reclassification. Regions are going to be looking a lot different. And somebody sent me a text. I wanted to know, and I mentioned the fact that I'm expecting LaGrange coach Napier to maybe challenge the region that they're going into. Those challenges will start with the GHSA on Monday. And somebody sent me a text saying, well, where is LaGrange appealing to go? That I don't know. That's the $50 million question. I mean, everything being lined up, you just can't move pieces now. You can't put the old saying, you can't put that square peg in a round hole.
That's correct. And to logistically look at of course, you have to take into account travel time, the cost of doing competing with other teams, and other sports involved in this too. You've got basketball, baseball, and a lot of other sports that are involved in this decision. I know a lot of thought and process has gone into it, and it'll be interesting to see where the chips finally fall. And now the appeal process, I have no idea how the appeal process works, but I'm sure we will learn, if we do, how it does work here in the near future.
Well, let me say, while we've got a moment again, my thoughts have been with him for this week. When I found out, I actually found out late last week, speaking of the guy who normally sits here doing what I'm doing tonight, Michael Buchanan, with the surgery that he had. I'm not going to get into all of that as to what it was all about, but let's just say that things went the way they should have, and maybe even better
answered
than
prayers.
expected.
Always answered prayers on that.
For Michael, and it looks like if things can kind of keep going here for the next 24 minutes of football, Michael, looks like you're going to get your seat back, and you're going to go to Marist, Georgia next week.
And I will drive him up there. He won't have to worry with that. I can. We didn't almost have about 2 wrecks on the way over here, did we?
Let me tell you, we circumvented Middle Georgia to get to Milledgeville tonight.
we got a good tour on both sides of Macon. And
anybody that wants to know about a construction project on I-75, I-16 in Macon, Georgia, Tommy can tell you all about it.
And we got a good close hand look coming from the opposite direction, and just. God was looking after us and didn't have anybody coming in our direction.
Now listen, I wasn't gonna call you out on that one.
Well, it was Jacob who told me to turn left.
And Jacob, the guy that's making everything happen on air tonight. And Jacob, thank you for that. But we take an exit on right off the interstate, and we were going in the let's say it was a one-way street, and we wasn't going the way we should have been going.
And thank God nobody else was going the way they should have been.
We heard a lot of car horns blowing though.
Yeah, we evaded that and got into the right lane right quick. We got to get a few more fine words from our sponsors here, so we're going to take it back to the station, to the Eagle Sports Network, for another couple minutes.
Badcock Home Furniture and more at Lee's Crossing in LaGrange. Up to 50% off throughout the store during the Black Friday event going on now, with no credit refused. Dishwasher starting at $4.99. Safe starting at $7.49. Hayes sofas for only $5.99. Franklin rocker recliners $4.99. And Franklin heat and massage rockers just $6.99. You can find all this and more at Badcock Home Furniture and more. Lee's Crossing in LaGrange and at Badcock.com.
Hi, friends. TLW here at Kia LaGrange. As our American tradition, it's a time for all of us to be grateful, thankful, and count our many blessings. Thank you to our staff and their families. A special thanks to all of our customers over the years. We value you and we appreciate you. May this holiday season be filled with peace, love, and joy. Happy Thanksgiving from all of our family to yours. At Kia LaGrange, we're always here to help. Thank you, and God bless America.
This moment of relief brought to you by your local State Farm agent, who also brings relief with insurance for what you value most.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange. Friar Tire and Service Center, located on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, one of the leading auto repair shops serving customers in LaGrange, Roanoke, West Point, and surrounding areas. All automotive repair and mechanical services at Friar Tire Service are performed by highly qualified mechanics. Whether you drive a passenger car, medium-sized truck, a minivan, or SUV, our mechanics strive to ensure that your vehicle will be performing at its best before leaving one of our service bays. Friar Tire Service, located on New Franklin Road LaGrange and on the web at friartire.com. If it rolls, we fix it.
WLAG AM LaGrange and W245AW LaGrange. LaGrange High School football is brought to you by Kia of LaGrange, The Medicine Cabinet, First Franklin Financial, Glenn Smith Automotive, Wellstar, and the Mallory Agency. Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
As the band continues for the Baldwin Braves, we have some statistics that Mickey's going to go over with us right now to show us where we stand at halftime statistics wise.
All right, I want to thank you, Tom. I want to thank Jay Strange for the numbers we got here. Taking a look, first of all, for Baldwin, the Braves tonight, they had 4 drives. They've accumulated 119 yards. Rushing wise, they've rushed it 12 times for 108 yards. Passing, they are 3 for 11 in the air, 11 yards, 1 interception, and they have a total of 6 first downs. So remember, the bulk of that came in their opening drive.
Yeah, and it was negated by the penalty.
And one big fumble, as Jay just said. LaGrange now 5 drives, totaling 150 yards. Rushing-wise, we've run this thing 21 times, 109 yards. Passing, also 3 for 11, 41 yards. We've 2 thrown the 1 interception from Tay Sneed. We got a total of 8 first downs. 7 flags on LaGrange in that first half for a total of 35 yards. And if you remember, Baldwin, when they had that opening drive and got real deep in that drive and looked like they were going to take an very early lead, the flag came against them and they wound up back close to midfield. Scoring drive, 78 yards for LaGrange. The 2-yard touchdown pass by 2-yard touchdown run by Tay Sneed. And then we had the 35 yards for
drive.
35-yard drive, and then wound up being a 32-yard field goal from Seha. And didn't get a total of penalties on the on Baldwin, but it was at least as many as we had, and probably more deadly. The teams are coming back on the field and stretching out. We're going to try to get one more break from the Eagle Sports Network before we kick off this second half.
The world has changed, but your desire to live your healthiest life has not. From temperature checks to extra deep cleaning, your health and safety when you visit our offices, health parks, and hospitals remains our top priority. Our primary care and specialty medical experts are ready to see you through any health concern you may have. We are here for Georgia, and we are here for you. Wellstar, more than healthcare, people care.
Hello, I'm Steve Butts and recently joined the wonderful staff here at the Medicine Cabinet on Moody Bridge Road. As a lifelong resident of Troup County and 32 years of pharmacy experience, I look forward to reacquainting myself with old Coley Drugs customers and to taking care of you and your family with all your pharmacy needs here at the Medicine Cabinet with 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. Remember, we still do custom compounding of prescriptions here at the Moody Bridge location, and I have the keys in my pocket.
Life costs money. Sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm David Everett, your LaGrange Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 706-882-8131. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hold on.
We're back. We're back at the field now. Teams are still getting ready for the second half, and I'm going to turn it back over to Mickey. He's going to give us some more updates on the realignments.
All right, well, Tommy, we were talking a moment ago, the projected region, right now the way it's set up with the GHSA, you're looking at going to Region 4 next year. That would be LaGrange in there with Fayette County, Hapeville, North Clayton, Riverdale, Stars Mill, Trinity Christian, Troup County, and then Whitewater. And I'm understanding that there's a pretty good possibility that Coach Napier may go to the GHSA the first of next week with an appeal to go elsewhere. If do that, and just kind of looking at where they could land, well, look at one quad A. But then you look at the travel that might be involved. You're looking at teams there, Bainbridge, Cairo, Hardaway, Shaw, and Westover.
That's a long way to travel.
Yeah, and gas prices are just keeping going up, so that may be the reason you don't look at it that way. But a lot of travel would be involved, but that's the only region I can see where they could jump into. And listen, Bainbridge, Cairo, and a good friend of mine, head coach down at Cairo, and Stephen Dvorsny. So, we'll see what happens. But
we'd be below that gnat line.
That'd be a bad thing in August, wouldn't it?
It certainly would be. We complain about that sun in our eyes, man. We'd be swatting and sun in your eyes.
Well, we're just about ready to put this thing in motion to start the second half, and LaGrange with a lead of 9-0 is going to be taking the second half kickoff to put things in motion.
That's right. Referees are gathering around. They went and freshened up their flags for the second half. And looks like they've got them ready to throw, and whistles ready to blow. And
Dyson Salad is their kicker.
Say that again.
Dyson Salad.
Okay, that looks like some chicken salad, doesn't it? Dyson chicken.
Now let's see if he's going to be the one that tees it up, though. Now, Kobe Jones is going to be deep on the.
I think Magic Johnson's back there, and I can't think of 33.
Kobe's the up man to the near side.
Yeah.
That deep man, I can't get a number on the 5-yard line.
And 33. What is Here's a new number. We'll find out who 33 is.
So Baldwin getting ready to kick this thing.
33, Braden Carter. Yeah, that's right. There we go. They want to intercept you.
So he's the deep man on the 5. Kobe Jones, the up man near side, stands on the 10. We got another deep man far side.
Got Magic, Braden, and Kobe.
And they've got this thing teed up. Wait for a whistle. The officials are gathered at midfield, just in a huddle.
Now
they sprint and they go their respective ways. One goes north, one goes south, 2 west, 2 east. 9-0. LaGrange with a lead, and we're just about set to start the second half. And LaGrange gets the ball started. Thing to avoid right now, cut down on some of those penalties, but hang on to the football.
Possession, and field position, field position, field position.
Braden Karcher, the deep man, stands on his 5, and let's see if we're going to see the ball go that way. Here's your kick, high, and it's short. Up man far side will grab it on the 16. We're coming near side, And we're going to get to the 25. We cut it to the 30, 31-yard line. Magic Johnson, the one on the return. So good return. We'll start things 1st and 10 on our own 31, leading by 9.
He picked that ball up on about the 14, 15-yard line and brought it out to the 32-yard line, which was only about 16 yards, but he had to run 75 yards to get there, across there. But almost broke it up for a good return.
Well, with LaGrange leading it by 9, we may try to establish something on the ground, and in the early goings here we'll see. Wide receiver Tristan Smith goes far side. Ball's near hash. Moving left to right. Tay Sneed, a quarterback. A.J. Tucker, the running back, almost in a pistol formation. Wide receivers are each way. Snap. Going to feed it to him. Got hit at the line, fell forward. We may have gotten a yard, and that's going to be it. We got maybe the 32, 33. Well, say 33, got a yard. And again, Gavin Davis, who's been everywhere for this bunch from Baldwin, in on the stop. Took it down, 9. Early seconds of the second half. We're a half minute deep into it. A.J. Tucker on the right hip of his quarterback, the shotgun kid, Tay Sneed. And we're going to flip-flop a tight end and the H-back left to right. Snap. And we're going to fake it and going to try to keep it. And that quarterback, Sneed, going to get smothered when he got to the line behind his center, K.T. Owens. We're 3rd down. We got to have 9.
5, I think.
Tyrekus Harrison, the tackle, a sophomore, 220. Actually, they're saying now we lost a yard. LaGrange 3rd and 11. Ball back on the 31. And almost a pistol formation again for LaGrange. Receiver slot formation goes each way for the Grangers. Ball position right between the two hashes. Now the running back on the right side. A.J. Tucker on the right side of Sneed goes motion. And Sneed licking, throws the screen back. We catch it, and we got the ball to the 35. We got the ball to the 40, and we're going to work it around the 41, 42. 1st down. We needed 11. We got 13.
Tristan Smith made a good comeback on that route and let his blocker set up for him. Was able to get enough for the 1st down on there. Got 2 yards past what he needed. Great possession reception.
Ball on the 43.5. That's the Granger 43.5. And again, positive yardage. And the ball 1st and 10 for LaGrange. Again, almost a pistol formation. Slot receiver near side. H-back shifting a little bit. Left to right. Going to feed it back in there. Got to the corner near side, the midfield. And we're driving to the 48-yard line with A.J. Tucker. Got to the corner this way. Good blocking up front. Good containment up front. And the Chains, who are not going to quite move it, they had a corner. Yari Calixte, who made the stop, a sophomore at 170, but man alive, we just got 8 yards. And we're trying to drive it down their throats very early here in the 3rd quarter.
Just hard running by A.J. Tucker there.
Slot again goes far side. They're in a 3 and now 4 front. There's your snap. Sneed going to take it and run it. Coming near side. Got met, and we go down on the 45.
He'll get a 1st down.
That's all we needed. You're right, Tommy. Omari and Fraley and then a sophomore 235, but the Chains are going to move. .9:23, 9:21, clock runs 3rd quarter. Slot formation each way for these Grangers. We punched it just inside the 45. We're 1st and 10 there, 44.5. Shotgun snap in the pocket, throwing across the middle, and the pass. Oh, man, we had a man open down there. Tristan Smith on the 30-yard line, but it was way high and just off his hands and falls incomplete. But he was wide open, Tommy, on a slant right down on the 30.
Great route he ran over there, and he just couldn't climb the lateral high enough to bring that one down. It just went off his fingertips. He was jumping, so it was Tay put a little extra juice on that one.
2nd down and 10. Again, the ball, they've got the thing now. The nose of it touches their 45. Speaking of Baldwin, here in their backyard. Nice. I'll make that LaGrange trying to kick sand in their faces as we play in their sandbox. Going to hand the ball off. We're driving in a hole close to the 41 maybe. I don't know if we got quite there, but that's Tucker again on the keeper coming right side. Put it down on the 42. So now you're looking 3rd down, the possession down, 3rd down, you got to have 7.
Got to have 7 on this. Let's see what they draw up in this.
near hash. Left to right some movement. The slot's far side. H back to the right, one wide this way. Flip-flop the H back from right to left, and whistles come, and was time called, or?
Let's see what this is. Kobe Jones is coming off.
I think you've got an equipment thing with Kobe.
Yeah.
And that's the case. So Kobe's going to be replaced by Tristan Smith.
That guy's in there now. Jalen Jordan, wide receiver.
So the slot formation left side. Again, third down, and we need 7. And we're going to flip-flop that H-back. And going to try to run it, and we can't do it. Snead just not going to go anywhere. I don't even think he got back to the line, so it's going to be 4th down. And that's going to be Gabriel Mitchell, a senior tackle at 240. You got him. So the drive's going to die.
On the 43.
Yeah, in a punting formation. And let's see, the punter, Parker Shattuck, will stand around his own 42. They've got 2 deep. They're deepest around the 6 or 7, maybe the 8. Jeremiah Scott, the deepest of the 2. Snap coming, man alive, just got it away. It's shanked to the left. It hits on the 25 and just takes off against Baldwin inside the 15. They'll touch it. LaGrange does around the 13. But, Tommy, what a bounce we got on a short kick.
And we're going to go for a break with Eagle Sports Network. We'll get back on that in a minute.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, here comes Baldwin to the line, 1st and 10. And let's see, they're going to run from the 16-yard line. A jet sweep near side. Jeremiah Scott will turn the corner.
To 23, I think.
Yeah, and he's going to be about 1.5 yards shy. Kobe Jones, a cornerback, made the stop, but they got about 8.5 yards right there on that sweep coming right to left. Ball near Ash. Rangers are going to be in a 4 front. Quarterback Solomon Burney. Going to hand off into the middle. Rangers kind of stack it up. They're nudging forward, maybe to 25. And maybe enough for a first down. Jeremiah Scott, the ball carrier. And let's see, yep, they'll give that indication. Chain's going to move, Tommy.
Just enough for that first down. Just nudge it over the 25-yard line.
Parker Shattuck, the one who made the stop. And short yardage needed. Short yardage gotten. And the drive will continue. The Baldwin 25-yard line, 1st and 10 there. Solomon Burney with his snap, feeds it that back, and we smother him, and the ball came out back on the 19, and they had to fall on it. Michael Welch.
Well, it looks like to me that Thad Dixon has changed his jersey number to number 58. If that's him out there.
Michael Welch, the one who was running it, and the ball popped out. Now they're way back, and they're going to be looking at 2nd down and about 16, Tommy. Ball on the 19-yard line, swing pass right side. Grangers had it, got it defense across the 21-yard line, 22-yard line on that.
Bryson Huzzy came in on the tackle on there.
And now they're going to be 3rd down. Ball, they haven't gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. A 3rd down, they need 12. Speaking of Baldwin, the ball sits just across their 20. Call it the 21 and a half far hash. Slot formation near side. And the quarterback dropping back. Burney with pressure, hangs it high and deep. We may get a pick, and we do. And we picked it off on the 42. We're coming back to midfield to the 40. We've got the ball down here around the 25-yard line. Kobe Jones with that pick. You can see it. It just kind of hung up there. It just hung in the sky. And Kobe went and found it and chased it down and grabbed it and brought it back.
Great return, too. And once he He got the momentum going back, had a good wedge of blockers that led him down for 30, 35-yard return. Got the ball 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line.
Second interception of the game tonight for the Grangers, and now the chance to really rub some salt into the wound here. Up 9-0.
Got to take advantage of this situation and score.
And Tommy, we only got 5:47. I think is that 5:46? Yeah, I think it is. On the stadium clock in the third quarter. Rangers to the line, wide receivers on one each way. It's almost a pistol formation. Snead, the quarterback, with Tucker behind him. Snap, Snead stays in his pocket, fakes, now being forced out, rolls near side, going to take it, run it. Got it to the 25, got it inside the 20, down around the 15. That may move the chains. Did we get about 16? Let's see, I think we might have. I believe we're going to, yeah, we did. Yeah, we moved them again.
He just tiptoed around on that sideline down there and stayed in bounds. How he did that, I don't know.
Put the ball down on the 12.5. Rangers knocking again here. 12.5 of Baldwin after the pick by Kobe Jones. Snap, feed the thing to Tucker. Tucker trying to get into the 10, maybe the 9. I don't know if he gave it to him. Let's see, we got maybe a yard and a half. Now we got to the 10. That's going to be about it. Omarion Fraley and a linebacker, Elijah Cleveland, making a stop. Tommy, actually, it was a little generous. We got a couple of yards here.
I thought he got a little nudge on there, so that helped a little bit more than I anticipated the way it started off.
Get a first down just inside the 5. Slot near side. Snead at quarterback all alone. Motion goes left to right. Jet sweep on that wide out, trying to turn the corner. And we flipped upside down on the 6. Kobe Jones, yeah, that wide out went motion left to right. And took the little toss from Snead and got knocked high in the air around the 6-yard line. And let's see where we are with third down. Tommy, we need 3. 3.5, maybe 4. We're about to 6.5. Kobe Jones at wide out all alone out there to that far side. We're on the near hash. We're moving left to right. They're going to put A.J. Tucker as a wide out there on a slot to the left side. And we got Snead standing all alone in this backfield. Let's see if we're going to put Tucker in motion from left to right, and we do. Snap, and we're going to fake it. Snead going to keep it. We're behind the line, and we're going down back on the 10. Omarion Knight, a senior. Well, you kind of knew what was coming when they split him out, and we kind of called it. Didn't work. Now we're going to try to reach for 3 again.
We're going to go in and got Micah Prophet out there going to try this one. We have 2 very capable kickers that have been kicking for us for several years now. Christian Sehan and Micah Prophet.
Already hit one from 32 tonight. This one's going to be, what, about 29?
That's what it looks like.
Going to set it on the 19 in your position. Exactly between the hash marks. So you got a straight on shot, high snap, got it down, kick up, whirly bird looking thing. Watch it. Yeah. It wasn't pretty, but, you know, if you look at the paintings by Van Gogh, you say the same thing, but, you know, it counts. Add 3 more. It's 12-0. Rangers have got a lead. Building on it.
We've had another number change, it looks like, down there. We moved Thad Dixon from 99 to 58 and have moved him in on the right guard to take Jackson Dennis's place. Jackson Dennis went out limping in the first half, and so I looked up and saw big number 58 over there, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Thad Dixon, because I don't see 99 back out there right now.
Well, the lead has been extended now to 12-0. And Tommy, there's only 3:14 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, we're going to keep it here. We'll get a break in a minute, because they're lining up to kick it again.
So the Rangers getting ready to kick it off. Christian Seha to do the honors on his 40. Their deep man is Jeremiah Scott. Stands around his 9. Last time they had it, they threw the interception. Rangers have 2 of those tonight. Left-footed kicker. This one may go to the end zone, and yep, they're going to start from the 20. About a yard deep.
He's kick consistently deep all year long. He's a great kickoff man.
Well, I don't know if Baldwin was expecting this or not. They got beat handedly by Perry last week in what was a game that was to decide their region. I mean, that was a blowout by Perry. Now, this is by no means a blowout, but not being able to put any points on the board. Speaking of Baldwin, LaGrange just traveled across the mid-state tonight, and right now the advantage in their back pocket, 12-0. And here comes Baldwin to the line, 1st and 10 on their 20. Down by 12. Shotgun quarterback Solomon Burning goes motion, fakes the jet sweep, going to handle a running back in the nice. Got him strung out way back around the 15-yard line. That's Michael Welch trying to turn the corner over there for Baldwin. But, man alive, that defense. Derek Lewis was the ball carrier, I should say.
And had a huge number of Grangers on the tackle. We couldn't start to begin to tell you the numbers on that.
It was away from us. The quarterback in there is Derek Lewis now. I think he's back. Now, looks like Bernie's back now. Yeah, Bernie comes back in at quarterback. He had been replaced just a moment ago by Derek Lewis. Lewis started the season at that position. Slot receivers are each way. Dropping straight back. Little screen is going to be incomplete. Michael Welch.
He heard those footsteps of Thad Dixon at his back, and he decided he didn't want that ball.
Well, Tommy, it would have been short anyway. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it would have got smothered.
So it's 3rd down, and they need 15. This Granger defense is just bowed up. I mean, unbelievable the way they have progressed tonight.
They have made the adjustments at the right time and have.
Well, Tommy, they're playing nasty. They're playing nasty defense.
That's Crocker defense, Coach Crocker defense.
Ball's back on the 15, 3rd down. They need about 16. Speaking of Baldwin, down 12-0. We're late in the 3rd quarter here in Baldwin. Dropping straight back. Bernie, pressure coming from the corner, and Bernie's grabbed, and Bernie's going to be yanked down about the 14-yard line. Tyreek Karsten and in grabbed him and slung him down.
Well, it's the defensive coaches have really stepped up their game since that first couple of drives, and they've been crocked by Thomas Crocker and thrashed by Ben Thrasher's scheming tonight.
And now Kobe Jones will stand on the Baldwin 46 to receive this punt. They're kicking from the 1-yard line. Their punter, Shatavius Hogan. There's your snap. There's your kick. That ball is going to hit on their 39. It'll roll for Baldwin, but LaGrange is going to start it on the 49 of Baldwin on this drive, leading it 12-0 with 1:32 to play.
Eagle Sports Network be back in just a minute.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC in Opelika is happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we're honored to lend our support. We're in a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. Now in our 29th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And the Grangers are going to come to the line after the punch starting from the 49 of Baldwin. And the handoff is going to go in there to A.J. Tucker. Tucker going to take it and drive it down around the 41-yard line. And the stop is going to be made by a free safety, Curtavious Hightower, but he got 9 yards.
He was upended over there, and he thought he never touched it. He actually looked to me like he was not down. He rolled over the defender onto his feet and wanted to keep running, but they blew the play dead.
Second down, a long yard and a half. Ball sitting on the 41-yard line of Baldwin. Snap, and Snead going to take it and take off running, and now can't get to the corner. Going to be forced out around the 45. We lost about 4 yards. And there may be a late flag. It looked like a little extracurricular activity on the Baldwin side of things over there, but I didn't see anything yellow fly in the air.
It could have, because they drove him out of bounds and continued to push him once he got out of bounds, and I think they may
46 seconds to play in the third quarter. 12-0 LaGrange. Going to look at third down. They lost a bunch right there. Third down, need 16. And the ball sitting back here on the Baldwin 44.
Need about 7, really.
That's about really the 44.5-yard line. Far hash is where it's at. A.J. Tucker, the running back, going to be on the right hip of his.
We get a timeout here on LaGrange, and we'll go to the Eagle Sports Network with another spots from our sponsors.
You want free checking? Colony Bank has free checking. Just like the name says, this is a free checking account available to all our customers. We make it easy here at Colony Bank. No monthly service charge, no minimum balance requirements. What could be better? Oh, how about a free gift when you open a new checking account? Consider it done. You can find Colony Bank at colonybank.com and at 101 Calumet Center Road in LaGrange. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tommy had a score here, and it's just getting even larger for the Marist bunch. Let's see. Well, I got West Lawrence first. West Lawrence still leading Carver 7-6. And let's see, Marist is just all over the team they're playing. Marist is leading Cedar Shows. It's up 41-7. That game's probably got a running clock going with it right now.
I would think so. And I got another update from Michael. Carver just scored twice in the fourth to lead 22-7.
Ball to the far hash for the Grangers. Third down, need 16. Ball sitting on the 44-yard line. Baldwin slot motion, but we're going to throw it, and the ball's partially blocked, and we're going to be 4th and 16, incomplete. And Baldwin got a man rolling around, injured around their 43-yard line, and with that injury timeout,
we're going to take another Eagle Sports Network break.
Badcock Home Furniture and more at Lee's Crossing in LaGrange. Up to 50% off throughout the store during the Black Friday event going on now with no credit refused. Dishwasher starting at $4.99. Safe starting at $7.49. Hayes sofas for only $5.99. Franklin rocker recliners $4.99. And Franklin heat and massage rockers just $6.99. You can find all this and more at Badcock Home Furniture and more. Lee's Crossing in LaGrange and at Badcock.com.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
All right, we're back here at the and they're still attending to the down Baldwin Brave out there. One of the linemen is down, and they're attending to him as we speak.
So when we resume this thing, it's going to be
just 42 seconds left in the third quarter.
That's it, 42 seconds remaining. And you're looking at 4th down.
About 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think a while ago I said maybe 16.
Well, you can't see the thing over there because the tent has got you blocked out.
10-something's got the yard line. The markers are blocked in our view here. But, yeah, it's 4th down and 6, and I would hope that you're going to send your punting team out.
Yeah, look, they got Parker Shattuck coming out to punt, and if he can pin them down there on about the 5-yard line, it would be a very productive drive.
He will stand about his own 43 to do the kicking on the far hash. Their deep man is going to be Jeremiah Scott, will go to his 10-yard line. So Parker Shattuck stands on his 42. Here's your snap. They're not coming after it. High kick, not very long. Let's see where this one's going to land. It's going to bounce around the 12 and go straight up in the air. Now kind of rolls against Baldwin. They'll start around their 10-yard line.
Good punt there. Good. Got them backed up where we need them if we can continue to put the pressure on them.
And 31 seconds all remaining in this third quarter. The Grangers are working on a shutout. Right now it's 12-0. So you've got 12 minutes and change to protect to make your trip, and that trip's going to be to Marist next week. So for the second year in a row in as many years as Coach Napier, Matt Napier has been the head coach. Looks like if you can just kind of, I know there's still a ways to go, but postseason play too deep last year, and things looking kind of positive for that to happen this year. So here comes Baldwin to the line, 1st and 10 under 10, down 12-0. Bernie drops straight back. Looking, hangs it high, deep far side. We got double coverage, and we picked it off again on the 49-yard line. And that interception is going to come from Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, we're in business on a 45.
All right. That's a good way to end up the third quarter. We've got how many seconds left? I can't see the clock from here.
23 still to play, and we're back on a 45. Johnson, the third interception for LaGrange tonight. Magic, has he got a couple of them? Am I see?
No. Karcher, Magic Johnson, and Kobe Jones.
He's got a fumble recovery and an interception.
That's
Speaking
right.
of Magic. So here come the Grangers, and if you can't tell, we are sitting right behind the LaGrange following on this side of the stadium. Tay Sneed puts his running back Tucker in a pistol formation. We got wide receivers, one or each way. We're on a 45 after the pick by Magic Johnson. Here comes your snap. We're going to feed it in, and Tucker driving got to the 45, maybe the 46. Went into his left side behind that tackle and a guard that way. Kalijah Parks and Quay Thornton. And has somebody called timeout here?
No, I think they're going to let the clock run down.
Yeah, the clock, you're right. Yeah, the final quarter of the third quarter. So LaGrange has got 12 minutes to protect and a lead of 12-0.
The third quarter comes to an end with the Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika, and we're still smiling, and we're getting ready to smile some more. We're going to go to the station for a fourth quarter break.
Pryor Tire and Service Center, located on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, is a one-stop repair shop proudly serving customers in LaGrange, Roanoke, Greenville, West Point, and Noonan. Pryor Tire features nitrogen tire inflation, provides complete tire and brake service, installing lifts and accessories. At Pryor Tire and Service Center, we have earned a reputation for trustworthy service, quality products, and affordable rates. Pryor Tire Service, located on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, and on the web at FryerTire.com. If it rolls, we've got it.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, we got 12 minutes of football to play. And LaGrange after the pick by Magic Johnson. Gonna have the ball back. 1st and 10, and we're going to be looking here right around, let's see, where we got this thing?
47-yard line.
47-yard line, 12 minutes of a clock to protect, or to use, or let that thing run, but there's a 12-point lead to protect. So here we come to the line. The slot goes far side. Ball's positioned between the hashes. 4 down. Make a fake rolling. Sneed dumps it off. Complete to the 40-yard line. Now I think Magic Johnson on the completion works his way down inside the 35. Man, that guy's done everything tonight. Got an interception, got the fumble, and then he's moved the chains to the 35. To the 33 and a half where he's put the ball.
He's had to play double duty tonight because Montavious Martin took an early exit, and so he's playing both ways on defense and offense, and has stepped up his game exponentially.
LaGrange has just camped out on the Baldwin side of the 50 tonight. And it didn't start out that way, did it? No, it did not. Baldwin on the opening drive went down and very easily got down deep around the 10, and then penalties pushed them back out to the 50. But, man, that's been about it.
Kobe Jones come in and give Magic a breather.
Kobe's that slot receiver to this near side as we move right to left on the far hash. Snap. Going to feed it into that running back. Tucker drives inside of his 30. Asa Leith.
Asa Leith is getting his first carry of the night.
Now Tucker will check in. Yeah, Asa Leith on that carry. Now Tucker checks in. Tay Sneed came all the way to the sideline to get the play from Coach Napier, or his offensive coordinator.
I'll be taking all the time I can take right
And that clock now at 10:52.
15 on the play clock.
And let's see, we're looking at second down. We need a long 9 here on their 33. On the far hash, almost a pistol set. We're going to hand it, come out of the middle. We're driving, got it inside the 30. We're around the 27. We're going to be a little short. That's going to be A.J. Tucker. And let's see, we're going to be third down. Yari Calixte, a cornerback, a sophomore, made the stop. We're going to need, Tommy, what are we looking at? About 2.5 or 3? Is that what we see? There's a flag down. We're going to back up. Yes, hold on.
I didn't see what it was. Or
I didn't either, but let's see.
And it may be.
We must have moved. It was just 5 yards, so we're back now on the 40. I'll make that the 38-yard line. Baldwin's 38. And now we're second down. We need about 13. First down, you can get it on their 24. Ball's far hash. Making a few changes. Kobe Jones is the slot receiver this way, along with Tristan Smith, the other wideout. Got an H-back left side. Tay Sneed with Tucker on his left hip, the running back. Fakes it to him. Sneed rolls. Pressure. Going to take it, go back the other way. Now going to run it. Got it to the 35. Got it to the 30. Got it to the 25. Sneed coming back to midfield. Spins. Goes down around the 21. We needed about 13 or 14. And I think we just got 17.
He just made some magic on that of his own. It was a... Oh, Lord, that was some shifty running.
Almost 17, maybe a little more, but to change move, we're on the 21-yard line of Baldwin. And 9:47, that clock's working against Baldwin. It's in our hip pocket right now. Slot left side. They may have moved it. Well, they jumped, but they got back. I thought a flag was coming against them. I thought we were going to get 5, but we didn't. And now here we go. It's almost a pistol set again. Here comes your snap to Sneed. Gonna feed it to Tucker. Tucker went to the middle, tried to come outside there, grabbed him behind the line, dropped him maybe 2.5. Back around the 23, 24.
Helmet come off for number 55, so he'll have to come off the field for a second.
Yeah, he made the stop, too. That's a sophomore 220, Tyrekus Harrison.
If he weighs 220, I weigh 100.
That was before the season started now.
Yeah, okay.
That's preseason weight, Tom.
He done been eating taters.
Preseason, that was preseason weight.
Okay.
So second down along 11. Grangers with the ball sitting here on the 23. Just shaded inside the near hash. They're in a full front. Slot receivers, right side. A.J. Tucker makes a fake from Sneed. Sneed going to throw the ball, and we're complete down on the 12-yard line. And we're going to go down here with Kobe Jones, and he got inside. Did he get inside the 10? A late flag, a late hit on Baldwin. That's going to go half the distance. We should have this thing around the 4-yard line when all is said and done, if that's what I saw.
It was a late hit on Kobe Jones outside. Matter of fact, they tackled him on the track over there. That was...
that should put this thing around the 4, Tommy.
If that would have to be what the call is on that.
Now, let me tell you, if you punch this thing in, if you punch this one in, you punch your ticket to North Georgia heading to Marist and Atlanta next week.
Yeah, if we punch our ticket in here and we don't make it there, then it's
8:52 to play in the game. And here comes your mark off, and this thing's going to go right around the 5 or 4. I thought it was going to the 5. Now they mark it off, and they will put it down on the 4-yard line. That's where it is. That is what we thought.
First and goal.
Goal to go on the 4. And 8:52 to play in the game. LaGrange leading at 12-0. Really have dominated this thing. Wide receivers each way. That's moot. I hope that's a moot point. Here comes your snap, coming to Sneed, gonna feed it to Tucker. Tucker got to the 5, driving, touchdown! Touchdown, A.J. Tucker. Yeah!
Great line of scrimmage blocking. Darius Perry, Parks, Elijah Parks. The whole offensive line just really opened that play up.
18-0, point extra pins here. And let's see, we're going to be sending out Micah Prophet to do the honors. Is that who we got here?
Yeah, so he does all the extra points. And Christian Sayah does all the long field goals.
He is a left-footed kicker, speaking of Prophet. Ball Ball down, kick up. And let's see, like we had a little rumbling going on there, but the kick
was good.
Is good, and the Grangers now putting a little salt into that wound. It's 19-0.
All right, we're going to take it to the Eagle Sports Network for a break here.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Well, that drive, Tommy, Grangers just went 55 yards in 14 plays, and the touchdown run by A.J. Tucker from the 4-yard line.
And one of the most important things of the drive is we ate up some clock.
Yeah, look at it now, 8:45. Time really going to be working against Baldwin now. Now with Baldwin, they've thrown 2 or 3 interceptions, and now you're going to be thinking about them hanging it in the night air here to try to climb back in it. Very short kick. They'll grab it on the 12 to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield down that far side. We're chasing. And Kobe Jones trying to punch him out. Couldn't quite do it. They returned this thing around the Granger. Let's see where they're going to put it back. They bring it back around maybe the 27 or 28.
29-yard line. I was looking to see if there was any penalty. A lot of times you get a block in the back.
Well, Kobe Jones was the one. And just as that came out of my mouth, they have shot this thing down here to the Granger 29.
And they gave a sideline warning over there to the Baldwin team just a second ago.
They've been down here. This will be the 3rd time they've kind of gotten this deep, and they just don't have anything to show for it, except a lot of penalties that really gone against them. So here they come to the line, looking at 1st and 10. And that guy that returned it just a few moments ago. Well, number 15 did it, but we don't have a 15 on their roster on the return. Your snap, they want to throw it. Screen pass, and the Grangers, is that incomplete, did they say?
Incomplete. He just overthrew it because it was well covered. The screen was well covered to the left side.
Derek Lewis is a new quarterback. Tried to go to Kimon Elam on the screen that way. But it's now 2nd and 10, and ball spotted back right around, let's see, just inside the 30, around the 29, 29 and a half. Backfield is empty, trip set right, 2 wide left. Snap, dropping straight back again. Pressure coming, forced out of the pocket, and they're trying to get out of it, and he stumbled, but held his composure, now throws it complete on the 15. They're driving down around the 6, and a late flag just came out down around the 5.
There's going to be a clip of blocking the back down there, I believe, on.
Well, listen, I think you've got a flag also. You got a flag on the 5, and you got one back here on the 26. Now, let me say this about that quarterback, and I don't know which one it was. Was it Lewis or was it was Lewis? Lewis was about to go down. He was about to be sandwiched, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
And he stumbled trying to get the left side, and I thought he was going to stumble and go down, but he got himself recomposed and straightened up and completes the pass, but the flag down around the 27. And there's also one down right around the 10-yard line. So let's see what we have here. Again, it's 19-0 with 8:19 to play in the ball game. That's LaGrange with that lead on Baldwin.
Pressure came up the middle on an inside blitz by Jalen Brown, and he came within an eyelash of sacking him back there.
Well, now the officials doing that little powwow thing around the 10. And we're going to wait and see, get an explanation. Here comes your call. It's against
illegal procedure down.
Let's see, both penalties going against Baldwin.
It was a legal man downfield was the first one. Second one was unsportsmanlike or a personal foul.
So now you're going to back them up, I would think. Yep, now they pick the ball up and move it.
They'll probably take the 15-yard one.
I would hope so. It's marked off from the line of scrimmage is where they're going to begin marking this thing off. That's the 29. So now they will put the ball. It's only a 5-yard penalty. Well, it's from the mark of the foul, so they marked it off from where the foul happened. So the ball is actually on the 29.5. I'll make that the 34.5.
Unsportsmanlike conduct would have brought it back just to the 29. This brings it back from the line of scrimmage. Illegal man downfield.
Second down and 15 on the far hash. Baldwin after the penalty. Looking at second and 15, dropping straight back. Pressure off the corner. And LaGrange, he got away. Quarterback rolling right, still rolling, looking, hoping. We're pursuing throws, and the ball going to be dropped down around the 8. Or did he think? I thought he dropped the ball on the 8.
I don't think he caught that
ball. Well, they're saying completion, I think. But I thought I saw the ball come out. Keemon Elam, but I know that ball hit the ground. I could see that from here, I thought.
We got a penalty flag right over here again.
And it's against Baldwin again. Tommy, how many times have we seen this against Baldwin tonight? They get deep and they just do stuff to hurt themselves.
Did the same thing happen against Perry last week? Did they have a lot of?
They had a few, yeah. That pass was not complete. They were calling that a completed pass, but from here we saw the ball hit the ground. But now the mark off, and you put the ball back on the 39.5. Second down, they're going to need about 22. Speaking of Baldwin, going backwards again. They've done this a couple of times tonight, gotten deep, and then the flag just starts really working against them.
Got to be frustrating for the Baldwin.
Tripp set his right side, one wide left. I think that quarterback stays with Lewis. Derek Lewis, the quarterback, shotgun. Snap, Lewis dropping straight back, pressure coming, forced out of the pocket, looks left, hangs it high, far side, and the ball going to be out of bounds. He caught it, but out of bounds around the 4. But really, let me say this. Tommy, and I haven't got to see a lot of LaGrange football because of what I do back in Thomaston, but this LaGrange secondary and this up front, but it's front 7, I mean, they're playing their hearts out tonight.
They've been coached up this week, and it's a totally different defense this week than what we had the last 2 weeks.
And the ball, they respotted on the LaGrange 39. 7:49 to play in the ball game. LaGrange could be the second year in a row making it to the second round of the playoffs. Far hash again. I'm moving left to right. Speaking of Baldwin, the Braves. Rangers in a 4 front. They drop straight back. Lewis pressure off the corner. Gonna get hit and gonna be dropped back on the 47 by Tyreek Karsten. He came in on the backside.
Beautiful, beautiful backside sack.
Oh, my land's alive. We just complimented the defense, and they say thank you with Tyreek Karsten knocking the quarterback down back on his 47.
They're going to go for it, 4th and forever.
4th down, and they need about 2.5 acres. They've got to go down around the 20 to get this thing. Empty backfield at quarterback. Lewis drops straight back. Pressure again across the middle, and the ball going to be intercepted. Intercepted, I think, or did they catch it? No, they called it. They called it.
J.J. Johnson.
J.J. Johnson.
He really would have done better if he would have dropped it, to be honest with you, but you can't.
Yeah.
We would have had the ball back on the 50-yard line.
I thought for a moment that they had completed the thing, but J.J. Johnson, that free safety sophomore, and that is what, the 3rd pick tonight?
4th pick. We had J.J. Johnson, Karcher, Kobe Jones, and Magic Johnson.
4 interceptions and a fumble recovery. Is that
a fumble recovery? Yeah.
The law of nature says, not the law of nature, the law of averages says if you turn it over twice in a game, you're lucky to win it. 3 times or more, you don't. But 4 interceptions tonight by this Granger defense. And Tommy, we got 6:58 to play, and the Grangers are back with it. Or the ball just shy, or call it the 19-yard line. The Granger 19 moving right to left. Snap, and now trying to run it up into the middle. Got to the 21-yard line.
Asa Leith, I think, was in there on that one.
Yeah. Keeman. Yeah, Asa Leith. Tommy just said it. So starting to see some Might see some substitutions in here, Tom.
Yeah, get some players in with some experience. It'll be really great for them.
And you know what the thing is, again, LaGrange came in here a 19-point underdog. And right now leading it. What's your score? Leading it by 19.
That's amazing.
Wide receivers are each way. Let's see who we got there at running back. I can't get the number on him.
Still Asa.
Asa, yeah. Going to take it a roll right. Sneed slides just shy of his 25. They may give him the 25. Yeah, it's going to be about a 6, 7, 8 yard pickup.
It'll be about 3 or 4 yards shy of a first down.
Yeah, they'll give him 6 yards.
He slid before he went out of bounds, didn't he? Is the clock still running?
Clock stops.
He called him out of bounds.
They said out of bounds. 6:05 to play with the clock stopped. Third down, short 5 for LaGrange.
I think Coach Napier tried to tell him to turn that clock on.
Nose of it just shy of touching our 25-yard line. And the clock, nope, it's not going to run. Granger's on that far hash moving right to left. There's a pistol formation. I don't know if that's Leith still in there. Going to feed it to him. He got a hold. He's driving to the 30. He drove to the 35. He'll move the chains.
He like a
little
jitterbug out there.
Right there in the heart of the defense, the heart of the offensive line, right into the meat of the defense. And the chains move. The nose touches our own 35.
It's been fun to watch Asa through he played a lot all 4 years and has done a wonderful job of coming in there and being the great running back he is and playing with a lot of heart.
Pistol formation's where he is. Asa Leith stays at that running back spot. Slot formation to his near side. I wouldn't think we're going to throw it. Wouldn't think about it. Again, the feed to him. And Leith going to be tackled about the line of scrimmage. He may have fallen forward, got in the yard. He's a senior at 165. Clock just really the nemesis of this Baldwin bunch. It's just really chewing on them. 5:07, 5:06, it runs against them. And they'll keep Leith at that pistol formation. Now he just kind of slides a little bit to the right side and behind the quarterback, Tay Sneed. Wide receivers are one each way. Taking a lot of time. Letting it drip from the clock. Ball's on the ground. Sneed going to pick it up. Try to make something from nothing, but can't. Going to lose maybe about a yard or so. Yeah, he did. Lost one. Third down 11. Couldn't control it from the snap.
Just kind of keep milking the clock.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Clock's driving down. 4:20, 4:19. Grangers will be going to Marist High School in Atlanta, Georgia next week. For the second year in a row, the second round of postseason under Coach Matt Napier. Wide receivers are each way, and the backfield's empty. Yeah, Sneed stands back there all alone. We go motion, and we run the jet sweep coming right to left to the corner. Got to the 35. That's about the original line, so we're going to be fourth down, and we're going to have to punt this thing away. And
Malachi Fannin Render, freshman out there. We're going to hear that name a lot in the next 3 years.
He tried to jet sweep right to left. So 4th and 10 punting situation. Parker Shattuck, the sophomore kicker, will stand around his 21. I think their deep man, for the most part, has been Jeremiah Scott, and that is the case. He'll stand. Jeremiah will stand on his 22. Parker Shattuck, snap. They're coming in. They hit and knocked Parker Shattuck down. That's going to be a first down. They knocked him upside down as he kicked the ball. They could have blocked the thing, but the guy that came in
went for his helmet rather than his head rather than his foot.
Well, the guy that came in was Dexter Ricks, and he really could have blocked this thing, but for some reason he hit Parker Shattuck, and the end result, he knocked Parker upside down, and that's going to move the chains on roughing the kicker. And now we're going to be moving the thing up around the 35-yard line.
I think it's going to end up about the 45 on that.
Yeah, they're still moving it. You're right. Let's see, Carver Columbus up on West Lawrence, 22-7. Yeah, this thing is, we're at midfield. Tommy, we're at midfield after that roughing the kicker.
What's the time over there?
Time on your clock, 3:11. Listen, I can tell you, folks, go ahead and make you some plans for Atlanta, Georgia next week. You're going to be going to Marist. You're going to take on Marist. I mean, you talk about a challenge that you're going to be looking at, but hey, at least you got it. At least you have the challenge. Working from the near hash, snap, and we're going to run it. Leith again drives across midfield, got to the 49. They may give him the 48. Now they put him the 49. Second down, going to need about 8. Look at your clock. LaGrange 2 minutes, 53 seconds away from throwing a party.
If they get a couple of first downs, they could end this thing up without even turning it over at all.
And you'll hear as LaGrange gets on that bus going back to LaGrange, you hear a lot of noise going across mid-Georgia on a trek to LaGrange. It's probably this football team. Snap again. They're going to fake it. Snead going to keep it. Got the first down, driving to the 39-yard line. They needed 10, got 11.
Just a good option read there by Tay Snead, and kept it himself and took it in for the first down.
Well, Tommy, you said get a couple of first downs, and you could just about shut the door on it. So there's one of them. Ball under 39. Rangers working on a shutout here of 19-0. And the way this game started with Baldwin taking it and driving it deep to start with an opening possession, and then penalties moving them back to midfield, and it's just gone downhill since. LaGrange 1st and 10 on the 39 of Baldwin. Wide receivers are one each way. We run it again. I think Leith, the ball carrier, met at the line, pushed back. Yeah, that senior running back, no gain. Actually, they say we lost a little bit. Well, that's okay. The clock's in our favor. 102 seconds, and it's running, Tommy.
It's running. We've got 31 seconds on the play clock, and 2 more plays if we do this thing just right.
Reed Dorr checks in. It will be a tight end to that right side. That clock's running, Tommy. We got 83 seconds before we break out celebratory-wise to get ready to go to Marist. That clock's running now at minute 13. I'm sure we're just going to take this thing and run it. There's your snap. There's the lead. No, we faked it. We threw this thing, and we call a first down pass around the 27-yard line as that thing is going to go into the
Jalen Jordan, number 17. Good-looking wide receiver.
I never would have thought we'd been throwing the football right there.
I wouldn't have either. I think they just want to get Jalen a catch.
And let's see now.
Coach.
You look at this thing, Coach Ben Thrasher, my son, just slapping me on my back. That ball down on the 27-yard line on that catch by Jalen Jordan. And now the victory formation. Clock runs at 34 seconds. Victory formation, your snap. Tay Snead will take a knee. You hadn't got to snap this thing again. That clock's going to take the final 27 seconds off, and LaGrange has stepped into postseason in 2021 with a shutout win on a road trip to the number 2 team of their region, Baldwin. It's 19-0. And all of these LaGrange fans that are sitting right here in front of me, they've got that stick with that confetti of blue and white just shaking the heck out of it. Grangers is what we're hearing right now.
It's been a long time coming, and it's really sweet to see this. I feel so sorry for Michael doing that. And we held the Baldwin Braves in the second half to a total of minus 8 yards.
Minus 8 yards of offense for Baldwin in the second half.
You can credit your son for a lot of that right there. Caught up a good game scheme.
I can't wait to hug his neck here in just a few minutes. 19-0. LaGrange moving on for the second year in a row, going around 2.
We're going to break it away to the station for a Eagle Sports Network break.
At Glenn Smith in Opelika, we love this time of the year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
The world has changed, but your desire to live your healthiest life has not. From temperature checks to extra deep cleaning, your health and safety when you visit our offices, health parks, and hospitals remains our top priority. Our primary care and specialty medical experts are ready to see you through any health concern you may have. We are here for Georgia, and we are here for you. WellStar, more than healthcare, we care.
In LaGrange, high school football isn't just a game, it's a tradition. And tradition is what we're all about at Mike Patton Ford. We have a history of offering a great selection of new and used vehicles at prices to fit any budget. And we'll buy your vehicle, whether you buy from us or not.
Play to win, there's no feeling like the thrill of the deal. And it's yours every time when you drive to Mike Patton.
Get the deal of your life at Mike Patton Ford.
What do you see when you look at your home and your car? Do you see a bundle? A combo deal? That's how other insurance companies see them. But a State Farm agent sees so much more. Because a State Farm agent sees your home and your car as more than just four walls and four wheels. They see the things you've worked really hard for. So why not give them the protection they deserve?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr, on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
And we welcome you back here in Baldwin, actually Milledgeville, Georgia, and a victorious night, celebratory evening for the LaGrange Grangers as they have just handed Baldwin an elimination score of 19-0 to knock them out of the postseason, and their season will come to an end. A team that finished up in the region on this side. I'm trying to find my region thing. It's all scattered out. Yeah, here we go. Baldwin came in here. They were the Region 4's number 2 team in Quad A. They lost their region title game. They went against Perry last week and really got popped hard by Perry last week in that ball game to finish up their regular season when they lost by a score of 48-8. But LaGrange comes into it as the number 3 team from the region of 2 Quad A, and they come in here, travel across middle Georgia, and they get a big win by a final of 19-0. Tommy Whitworth has gone down to the field, and I think he's going to try to get a conversation or maybe get Coach Matt Napier to make his way to the press box. We don't have means of communicating from the field back to the box tonight, but Tommy is down on the field right now trying to grab Coach Napier to get him upstairs. Again, we got Jay Strange and Todd Davis helping us out with our coverage tonight. Jay keeping up with the stats. Todd, our spotter this evening. I want to thank those two guys for traveling over from Thomaston, Georgia to help out in that regard. And the big key to this one, defensively tonight, the Grangers had 4 interceptions in this ball game, and I think there was maybe another turnover or two. But the kid that played, they all did. I was about to call somebody out, but I can't do that. I'm not going to call one single guy out when it was 11 on both sides of the football that did it. But there were some guys that really put an effort forth tonight that would be worthy of maybe saying, well, the extra mile. But I think everybody tonight on both sides of it did go the extra mile. And the way it started out, it just didn't look like that it was going to work that way, because Baldwin took the opening drive, the opening kickoff. And they went right down the field. They went through us like crokinole. They drove this thing down around the 10-yard line, and then the ball wound up going back to midfield, going back as they were penalized a number of times, and the drive died because of penalties putting them back at midfield. And the next time they had the ball, they got deep again, and again they had some more penalties. So they were backed up, and they never overcame that. That was basically it. And then LaGrange started getting really, really good on both sides of the ball, especially defensive side with those 4 interceptions and maybe a turnover or 2 other than those interceptions. But Grange put it all together tonight, and the final score, as we look at it, is 19-0. It's going to be a much pleasant trip going back across middle Georgia from Milledgeville back to LaGrange tonight. So I tell you what, Tommy's not with me, and I hope I'm going to call this timeout the correct way. So I'm gonna break for the timeout. I think we may have Coach Matt Napier making his way to the press box in a moment. We'll find out from Tommy. Tommy's on his way back to the box, so we'll find out. So let me take this timeout, and we'll be back in just one moment.
Hello, I'm Tommy Whitworth from the Medicine Cabinet. It's great to be back to playing high school football. And since we had football last year, we have added 2 old pharmacy friends, Steve Butts and Dennis Montgomery, to our wonderful staff. The 3 of us combined have over 100-plus years of experience. We look forward to taking care of you and your family here at the Medicine Cabinet's 3 locations in LaGrange, Lee's Crossing, Vernon Road, and Moody Bridge. And as my old friend from Wedowee, Harold Harmon, said, we have the keys in our pocket.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick and GMC in Opelika is happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we're honored to lend our support. We're in a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. Now in our 29th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer for East Alabama and West Georgia. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now let's get back to the action. LaGrange High School football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Didn't have my sideline mic turned on tonight, but I ran down there and gave a congratulatory hug to all the coaches and had the post-game prayer and talking to Coach Napier. He was ecstatic about the way the team played. Alton White, our principal, who's done so much for us too, he was happy. Everybody happy. Tay Sneed, big old smile on his face. All the players were just ecstatic and deservedly so. It was just after the first drive, we just took control of this thing.
That's what I was talking about when you're on the field. I said that opening drive for Baldwin, they went down, got it. That close to our 10-yard line. They may have gotten to the 10, but penalties moved them back out close to midfield. It happened really twice in a row for them.
Right, and they just took themselves what little bit of momentum they had, and we didn't. We bent a little bit, but we didn't break, and then came out with a vengeance in the second half, and held their offense to basically nothing.
Minus yardage in the second half.
It's quite amazing. Quite an amazing game.
Well, that sets you state. And listen now, for the second year in a row, you're going to the next level in postseason. This one of the better teams, if not the best team in all of Quad A.
Yeah.
But at least you get to make the trip. At least you're gonna go play them.
We're gonna go play them, and
that's Marist.
We're gonna line up and take our shots and give a few shots. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be brutal. But I know they won't play with more heart than we'll play.
Let me ask you this, and again, I've only seen one game this year with LaGrange, and that was the opening game of the season when LaGrange entertained Upson Lee. I do the play-by-play for Upson Lee, and I was there that night. But seeing what I saw tonight, and I know you lost what would have been a game to decide the number 2 playoff spot to Troup County just a couple of weeks ago. And it was not a close ball game. Troup handily won that ball game.
Absolutely.
Now, the team that I'm looking at tonight, and the team was on the field that night, and I'm looking at a close score of a game last week to wrap up the regular season. But how would you rate the team I saw on this field tonight in Baldwin?
Tonight was the best all-around effort we've had all year. And the closest one to that maybe been the Carver game, which we had lost. But tonight it was getting back into rhythm. You look at the 3 to 4 week layoff we had in the middle of the season didn't do us any favors by getting us out of sync, getting us rusty, and we just couldn't get back in gear soon enough to give Troup what we should have given them. And of course, Troup was ready to play, and we weren't. But tonight, we were ready to play. And Baldwin just had probably ran out of gas from last week, too.
Well, let me just say this. What I saw tonight out of LaGrange, I saw a hungry football team.
A very hungry football team, and playing cohesively, good coverage. The defensive back stepped up, made some great plays. The offensive line did a wonderful job of opening up for AJ and Tay, and it was just a good all-around performance. And
the other thing that I can say, and again, me following LaGrange football because my son being an assistant coach, this being his 3rd year as an assistant, I can remember, and this is taking nothing away from former coaches or former coaching staff, but the way this team has progressed as far as getting better at tackling. I mean, this team attacks now on defense.
Yeah, they're much more fundamentally sound and playing in their positions and fill in the gaps and just the little things that make it look a lot better. And that comes with a lot of preparation, a lot of good coaching, and a lot of discipline, not only from the players but from the coaching staff also.
Well, Tommy, what we got left to do here?
Well, we got to wrap it up here and get and enjoy this one tonight and start looking at next week. I will be sure the coaches will be looking at it tomorrow.
So this is our last segment?
This is it. This is going to wrap it up, and then Jacob's going to take it to the house.
Let me just again say, Michael Buchanan, the stage is set for you, my friend. Glad to hear that everything was successful with what you went through yesterday. And I will turn this job and this seat over to you. And so, Michael, let's take these guys to Marist next week, and let's make as much noise there as we made here tonight in Milledgeville against Baldwin. And, maybe we can be talking about if you could pull it off, you'd be pulling off one of the bigger upsets, maybe the biggest upset in the state of Georgia next week if things can kind of fall in place.
Well, I was just thinking we get that sideline mic going next week. I can go down the sideline. You and Michael can hash it out up here, and I'll enjoy listening to both of y'all. I will see which one gets the loudest on here, and I thoroughly appreciate you, Mickey, coming in here. It was a godsend that you could do it because I could not have done what you've done. I've never done play-by-play like that, and to be with the master of it, who's been doing it for so many years, it's just incredibly incredible privilege.
Well, listen, you're making me want to go out and get an agent now.
Yeah, I think you need. I think you need to. But I'll come by and get you in Thomaston next week on the way up there if you want me to.
Well, I think I can drive to LaGrange, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I want to Tommy. I want to thank you, and I hope I did you justice tonight.
Oh,
I hope I did the LaGrange following justice tonight. But Michael, you're the voice of these guys, and you're putting that voice to it next week at Marist High School, and just maybe a miracle is awaiting to happen in about Sundays.
Sounds great. I know that Michael wishes he could be here, and we're going to sign this thing off. We're happy with the results, and hope you are too. I'll see you next week for Eagle Sports. This is Tommy and Mickey saying, "Go Grazers."
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change?